Okay, we are ready for some Dungeons and Dragons tonight. Hello to everybody that's hanging out in the chat. My name is Rob, aka Lantern Noir, and I am running this game of Curse of Strahd, which is the continuation of a campaign we started last November when I took these amazing, curious folk down the rabbit hole of a domain of dread, and has come to this interesting conclusion. I will save the previously until after we make a round robin of the table. So let's take some time to say who we are and who we're playing tonight. We're going to start off with Adam.
As Rob mentioned, my name is Adam. It's true. And I'm also Dagon Bjorn, a human fighter and barroom brawler and tribal barbarian. Somehow that happened.
He's mad now.
Yeah, I'm just really mad now because the domain of dread, when you've been there for so long, it's like all you have left is anger.
All right, Jeremy, you're up.
I'm Jeremy. I'm playing Frederick, the Dwarven Ranger. And yes, we are all mad here.
I get that reference.
Knebula?
Hello, I'm Knebula, and I'm playing Samara, the Elven Wizard, who may or may not have a tendency to set things on fire by accident or not. But, hey, at least I get the job done. Take out the enemies, right? Yeah.
All right. And last but not least, I'm RJ playing InternAsteki, Paladin of Ravenkind. I have a raven. His name is Steve. He is amazing. Dagon will tell you so. They're like best friends.
It's terrible.
So I'm ready to recapture what I've lost while upgrading armor. I'm just too trusting. So let's get to it.
Yeah, we're like, who's this Disney princess in this castle? She's going to help us out.
Yeah, I did. I was the Disney princess. I was getting dressed and there were little birds helping me put on my armor.
Little raven.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, a bunch of little demon ravens helping you get dressed.
Is that how that works? I'm not entirely sure. But then again, I'm Rob, and I'm going to be the Dungeon Master and playing everybody else in this game, which in this particular group includes two key NPCs that the party is leading around. One of them is Irina Kolyana, the daughter of the Burgomaster of Barovia, who has come with the party into Castle Ravenloft, kind of on her own mission of revenge. Yep, Barovia. It's still too low. There we go.
Too low.
Barovia.
Barovia. They sell really cool t-shirts.
Who in the campaign's bullying? Well, that would have been Strahd directly. We'll get to him in a second. But Irina has been bit twice by Strahd von Zarovich, and she's here to make the statement with her blade that she is not having this whole vampire sucky thing. And they are also joined by a young Vistani girl who goes by Arabelle, who isn't exactly sure what her part in the story is, except that she's been identified as the enemy of Strahd.
The enemy of Strahd. Yes. We are here to deliver her so she may just rip his entrails out. Right? That's how this is going to go. It's like Fifth Element. We just get her to the pedestal and she explodes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Save us from darkness for 2,000 more years.
Yeah. So, okay, just out of curiosity, which one of you is Bruce Willis then?
Azteki. He only ever wants to negotiate with his flail.
Moti Pass.
Up to the coast, we'll have a few drinks.
More importantly, who is Ruby Rock?
Hey, my man!
I volunteered to cross-dress to distract people multiple times. It just hasn't happened yet. So,
Call me my man!
Hey, come on, my man.
Super green.
So previously, kind of like the neat thing is I don't need to recap absolutely everything because what's important at this point, you've arrived in Barovia, You've spent some time getting the lay of the land, meeting the locals, doing what you can to help improve their collective lots, and so far have only been directly responsible for getting 2 of them murdered, which I think is pretty good.
One we're for sure is dead. The other one we just don't know where he went.
Yeah.
But he's probably dead.
Yeah.
It would be the best bet. Hopefully he's dead.
And
I mean, otherwise we'll have to probably kill him again.
quite likely. Oh yeah, them too. You set out then for the castle, having found a great number of artifacts, and feel confident you were ready to accept Strahd's invitation to come be part of the fight. The event. He's not dead yet. Seriously, give me like at least 45 minutes before you need to avenge Asteki, okay? Let's not rush this, okay?
I'm still wondering what happens if Irina marries Strahd. Does Asteki also marry Strahd?
Since their fates are entwined.
Yeah, their fates are entwined.
I'd be more worried about what happens if she becomes a vampire.
That too,
He just
yeah.
gets to be a cool vampire too, vampire paladin. I'm super down for vampire paladin fun times.
How fast can you roll for initiative?
I'd have to smite myself.
I don't know how that. Yeah, would you? I mean, would you do that? Would that be your?
Well, maybe if I
Duty,
promise
right?
not to drink any blood.
Well, you know what? We let everybody else go for that, so yeah.
I will say this, since the chat is on it. Before we get rolling tonight, I do a great number of Dungeons & Dragons streams. I'm here Sunday nights with this amazing group of players, Wednesday nights with another amazing group of players, monthly with a third amazing group of players, one of whom is in Europe and who begged me to start a 4th game on a European schedule. So,
Oh, what does that mean? Are you contemplating? Is that like a thing?
I have to talk to Jessie some more. I think what I'm going to do is put her in charge of recruitment and auditioning, and then we'll pick a day of the month that we can plan to meet on, because I don't think I could do another weekly game, because I'm already stretched pretty thin, and I feel like I've spent most of my summer working, and my only job has been streaming. And starting a week from tomorrow, my job will consist of at least 60 hours a week teaching plus streaming. So I need to put a couple of things on autopilot where I can put them. And this Friday is my end of summer. I'm having an end of summer affiliate versity Kickstarter launch all day stream.
Ooh,
so I'm going to kick
All
off.
right, let me put that down. What time is that starting?
Sometime it's going to start, I think it's around 10 a.m. Friday, because the Kickstarter is going live at noon. And so that's going to be my Wednesday game. I'm going to, if we get a break, I'll run the, I'll link and post up in here the video for the pitch that I put together on the Kickstarter page. But that game will start after my Wednesday night game concludes mid-October. We're just kickstarting it so we can get all the graphics done, the artwork, and possibly even custom theme music. So like the music we kicked off tonight, I'm talking to that artist, Kathleen L., to see if I can talk her into actually mixing a specific 60-second song to be the intro tune. So either making a new copy of something or writing something special. So those are the things that Kickstarter is going to go for. Needs us on autopilot, so if we die, piloting is over. No, all of you can die. I have contingencies for all of them.
Oh wow!
Oh great! I'm just going reckless the whole game.
I was about to say.
Wow.
I rush in.
Neb and I dying. It's like, we have no like special swore that we would do this forever kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no. You have your own. Don't
You
worry.
don't know about it.
I have plans.
Oh gosh.
It turns out that you were allergic to that. The rash breaks out all over.
That explains everything.
So in the most literal, y'all were, when we left off, you had gotten into the castle. You had successfully navigated your way. You went to the dining room. You met with a visage of Strahd, who was completely non-committal in any way, shape, or form. Which I'm not going to lie, there's a little part where it's like at that point, the published adventure does kind of let us down a pinch. You then set out. Asteki upgraded his armor, so yay, full plate mail for the paladin. So
Actual tin can for the meat.
yeah, and as it is from literally the Raven Loft, it has a lot of the bird motif in the metalwork, because again, that's part of the family history and crest, and kind of the weird duality of the theme to this story arc. So it's pretty cool looking too. However, you did lose the Holy Symbol of Ravenkind in the process of getting the armor. You set out to find it. You went up a set of stairs. So this is up a flight. You met with Strahd's accountant.
I wouldn't call that meeting.
That's a pretty normal meeting for Dagan.
We were like, hey, it's an account.
It was actually the best H&R Block interview ever.
We should go back and apologize.
I'm not
Hey,
sure.
sorry.
Well, you do what you need to do. I'm not entirely confident myself that I would go back in that room, but I
Yep, nope.
clearly am not you.
Got paid more money we've ever seen in an entire lifetime. So, nope, not going back. Never looking back on that one.
Sorry, man. Didn't mean to just like knock you over the head a couple times and rob you. But you sent a bunch of zombies after us, so let's call it even and let's hang out.
Because there's no way he would summon more.
No, why would you
No,
do that?
not at all.
Gotta choke him with that cord that he pulled.
I would summon more probably.
Yeah, then you summon more.
Yeah, because as
Yeah,
his
he's like,
body
"Let's have
swings from left
diplomacy."
to right, it keeps
Yeah,
ringing
he's
the
totally
bell
versus
over
hers.
and over
Choke
and
him
over.
as we ring the bell to bring more.
Yeah.
He's legit.
Nope.
Hang on, I have to
Terrible.
update the stream. I tagged tonight's game with good characters.
Oh,
I'm
we
gonna
don't have any
gonna
of those.
click that little tag off. There we go. I don't.
Quasi good.
They're neutral characters at best. I have to say.
I don't want to get. I don't want that one troll to pop in here and go, "I'm reporting you."
I mean,
Look, we leave a lot
Depends on the day.
vampires alive on promises alone. So
They do. They really do.
Yeah.
So then you came out after you met with the accountant. You popped out into this room, which appears to have been a grand audience chamber. You had a scuffle with some undead that you assume were summoned by the accountant. There's this beautiful broken stained glass window there, some doors that lead back into the castle, and two sets of stairs that go down a floor, giving you options as to what to do from here. You've had a chance to we left off right at the back end of the combat.
yes,
So I am curious as to what the party's intention is now.
I loot the bodies.
well, we know we need to obviously retrieve the.
Maybe one of these guys has the amulet of Ravenkind.
Makes
We won't
sense to
know.
me.
Yeah,
Better
we have
loot
to.
'em.
We know we have to retrieve that, so obviously we have to go try to find it. But I mean, a good place
Well,
to
maybe
start, I
they
guess,
have a
would be.
radio. Maybe it's like another Bruce Willis movie. We'll be
Do
able
they
to tell
all
what
have
they're doing.
Sending stones on them to communicate.
We don't know. We have no idea. We have to loot them first.
Right, it's a good place to start. Might as
Yeah,
well.
check all the pockets.
Yeah.
What pockets they have.
Yeah, if they have pockets.
They didn't seem very clothed. They had helmets. Maybe there's something in the helmets.
They did. Within their tattered armor, you do not find anything of significant value. Their weapons are in good condition. A certain level of maintenance has been had over the decades or centuries since their mortal lives ended and their undead fealty to Strahd began. However, aside from that, nothing sticks out as particularly valuable.
Worth a try to search him for.
Oh,
Whatever.
absolutely.
Okay. So what are our exit options?
Exit options from this room are back through the accountant's room and then down the stairs, out through the double doors, or down one of the two sets of stairs that descend out of the audience chamber.
I'm down for double doors just so I get to go just open them up
I'm
all
okay
slow mo
with
and
this.
cool like.
Yep, I'll
Well,
make sure I got
Are you
my
gonna
slow-mo
stomp kick
cam
the
out.
door open? Instead of
Oh,
pole
okay,
door.
that's cooler though.
I feel like, well, since we're already here, and we might as well explore that room first before we head downstairs.
I agree.
But how would you open up the door in a cool way?
I wouldn't.
I would just open
You
the
would
door
have
and
me
was it
open
was
it for
intended.
you? Is that it?
So it's the doors.
Yeah, let's do the doors.
Okay. Just making sure I'm
Doors it
following.
is.
I don't want to make any assumptions so that when the thing jumps through, nobody says we didn't mean to open the doors.
No, we said doors.
Okay, cool.
We said doors several
Yeah,
times.
I'm fine with confirming.
Is that your final answer? Yes, the double doors.
Doors confirmed. Go.
Doors. Check.
Yes.
There you go. You open the doors into a vestibule of sorts.
I was expecting the bathroom to be 100% with you.
It's about the size of a bathroom, and I have no idea what a vestibule is.
A vestibule, like it's a standing space. The doors open to reveal another set of double doors 10 feet ahead.
Oh my.
Between these doors, a 10-foot wide corridor stretches to the north and south. At the end of each hall, floating in the darkness, is a human skeleton clad in the rusted armor and tattered livery of a castle guard.
So there's just this room to have these skeletons in the corner?
Yeah.
Is there any pictures or fireplaces?
No.
Any symbols of Ravenkind?
Right.
No.
Can we check
Guys,
the
you can't-
armor for any symbols? Or do we
It's
want to
floating.
not
I mean,
risk a combat encounter?
no, we're gonna have to fight him either way. We might as well just shoot him.
You're just going to shoot at the random armor in the corner?
There's a skeleton in it.
Solid strategy.
But it's not like he did anything. What if he was just hanging out?
Yeah, are they moving at all? Do they seem to like notice our presence, or like we come?
Well,
come
who's the
in
first
and
person to
they're
go through
just
the door?
I didn't open it. So.
Okay,
I'll
folks.
be the first one to go through the door.
If you're ever wondering what love looks like, there it was.
Hey, he wanted to open the doors all like,
Yeah.
grand like.
Like baller, like MTV Crib style. Here, let me show you my skeleton room.
And your like cape is like flowing behind you.
Yeah,
Your, like,
this
armor's
is where I put
glistening
a
in the-
creepy skeleton on each side.
somehow they're still on the payroll, but I don't care.
Asteki pulls open the door, steps into the space, and nothing moves. You are also now, the only light you have is backlighting from the setting sun from the overcast light through the broken stained glass window behind you. So if you kind of think about the lighting for a moment, there's no natural light in this space aside from what's sort of spilling in here
I
So-
look around for a light switch.
to make.
No, you need to find the. You found the fuse box. You need to find the fuse first, and then you'll be able to turn on the lights. So
So I'm curious what you guys are using as you head into this part of the castle without windows for light.
Could be human torch. Maybe.
Cast light on something.
Yes, do you have the light spell?
I don't think I do.
The cantrip?
No. You
Cur-
can pull out. You can pull out a torch.
Curiously,
Yeah,
you've
I'll pull out
gotten
a torch.
you've gotten this far in the game and never had to worry about the fact that the wizard doesn't know how to make light.
Yeah, and we haven't been like, well, I have dark vision.
I mean,
a
I
couple of
have
us do.
dark vision, but yeah, and Frederick does, but you guys don't.
Yeah, you bust into the door and you're like, I think that's a skeleton.
Yeah.
Somebody bring in a light. The power is out.
Yeah, Dagan will he'll pull out a flint steel fire torch.
Okay. So Dagon's got the torch. The skeletons do not appear like they're going to move anytime soon, and the light from the
Do
torch
they look
begins.
like the skeletons that came and attacked us?
No, those were like fleshy, undeady thingies.
Okay, these are like skeletons.
Right. Actually, as an undead slayer, you would have recognized probably at this point that the creatures I attacked you earlier were whites. The light from the torch catches on some wiring that's holding the skeletons together. So they're like wired up and mounted, as opposed to like magically animated.
That's not creepy at all.
Is it all right if I inspect them? Anybody, any injections to me inspecting?
Go for it. I was just about to kick one over, so.
Oh,
Go for
okay,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, give me Asteki's. I think it's perception.
What am I okay. Perception.
Which,
I can do
which
that.
button is perception?
Yes.
would like
I
to
rolled
persuade the
a 10.
skeletons.
A 10. Okay. That works for me. The skeletons seem like they're just bone that have been remounted, and there's a peg fitted onto the wall behind them. So the one that you look at is just like there's basically a hook on the wall, and the skeleton's hanging off the hook.
Do they look like they were disturbed? Are they dusty?
They don't have a lot of. I mean, they've got dust on them. Someone doesn't come through here with a feather duster to maintain them or anything. But there's not like a foot of dust because they've been here for 300 years.
Okay, and they don't look disturbed. At least I don't know if they were or not.
Right.
Because of the roll. Okay.
They don't look disturbed.
Well, all right.
So the cloaked in
Well, I don't
darkness
see
was just
anything.
because it's
Let's
dark?
move into the. What?
You said they were cloaked in darkness. Is that just because it's dark in the room?
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense now. I'm like, yes, I have my wire skeletons hanging up on the wall, and I'm using magical spells to make them look spooky. Ooh. I mean, I wouldn't put it past them, but I seem silly.
Well, you
Welcome
do it
to
for the
Adam
Insta.
Zarovich's Wax Museum.
All right. Well, are you opening the other door too?
I don't know. Why don't you open the door? It's your suggestion.
I don't open the door. Here.
All right, I'll go open the door with my torch.
I peek in the door. Like, I'm under you. I'm like, yep, let me peek at the door too.
You clung to my leg like a koala bear.
Okay.
No,
Checking map.
I'm like slightly too big for that.
Let's see.
It would be
1,
clinging
2,
to your
3,
waist.
4, 5, 6, 7. Popping over here. And counting that off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, I see now.
Uh-oh. It's Count Dracula.
It's so weird to run into a different vampire in one vampire's lair, and you run into a different vampire. Dude, this is kind of weird.
Awkward.
Yeah. What are you doing? It's just the Count from Sesame Street. Just counting the different multiverses. 1, and then disappears.
I'm casting Fireball. 12d6 damage. 1d6. 2d6. 3.
How many double doors did you come through? 3. That's the number of the day.
This 20-foot high hall has a dark vaulted ceiling draped with cobwebs. A low moan seems to travel the length of the corridor as it rises and falls, intoning sadness and despair.
Sorry, guys, I'm getting hungry.
Is that just your stomach?
Have a dream pie.
Oh, that sounds like a great.
So this is like a banquet hall?
No, like a hallway to walk down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was like it looks like just like a long out
Okay.
corridor or something.
All right.
Yeah, it's a 10-foot wide, long hall with another set of doors at the end. A big
All right.
vaulted ceiling that, again, is shrouded in darkness. Although in this case, as you start to step over the threshold and the torchlight fills the room, it's hard to make out what's on the ceiling through all the cobwebs and that are adorning it.
So we should Scooby-Doo stick together while crossing the hallway. Like, The feet are moving really fast, but you're not.
Do we get the sound effects to go along with like little feet movements? Like
I don't know, Scoob.
zoinks.
I'll hold my torch high and just keep my eye up towards the ceiling as we cross the hall.
Well, I guess it looks like, since there's cobwebs and whatnot, I guess this is not a highly used part of the castle. Not that, any part of the castle is very well, I guess. I don't know.
True. As you make your way down the hall, who's on the front?
I'll take point.
Okay.
You don't have the fire.
Dagon will take point.
Well, you guys can walk side by side down the hall. That works too.
We'll both take point.
Melee to the front,
We got
casters
this.
and ranged in the back.
No, we're supposed to do the dice formation where we have one melee, one melee, and then the ranger, like we did last time.
The flying V.
No,
Oh.
in a 10-foot
Alternating.
space, it's not really good to do the flying V.
Arabelle will
It's like-
snap her fingers and pull up a bit of light, and she's happy to walk rear guard with Irina while you four make up the front line. I am going to need everyone to roll initiative, though. As
Oh,
you
no.
come down the hallway.
A trap card.
Oh,
I
much
did
for
not roll
not
very well.
used part of the castle.
Okay, let me do that again. Let's see here. Oop, I did it again. Stop. It would help if I actually put everything on before I push the roll for initiative button. Now I can roll for initiative. How do we all do? Asteki goes on 10.
I got 11. The 10 was the perception check.
Yep. That map is...
Not that it matters all that much, but I want that 1 point.
Thank you, Cinderfall. I'm going to be honest. I've been very spoiled by the ability to be able to copy and paste for Curse of Strahd from one map, the maps over onto the overlay.
Yeah, whatever happened with that?
Well, the
You didn't-
problem is for everything in the book, they have a really good player version that doesn't have all the secret doors and traps marked on it.
Right.
But for whatever reason, in the Castle Ravenloft proper, they never added those. And I'll be honest, I completely forgot this week with all the things that were going on to go in and track down a better version. So we've been kind of getting by with the old graph paper and pencil. So thank you for those, by the way, as we finish up prepping for the combat. Hydrate if you have to. Double check your posture because you're meeting the master of the castle.
Oh, again?
Oh, lovely.
Oh yeah, I mean we can't go a session without having him come in. You hear the scraping sound of stone against stone, followed by the squeaking of a bat. In the direction of the noise, you see the fanged visage, outstretched claws, and flapping black cape of a vampire bearing down on you from above. A deep, throaty chuckle fills the hall. And I'll hydrate after that.
Does it just sound like Bowser from Mario 64?
I gotta grab a refill and then I'll hydrate.
And I'll refresh this so we can see the results of the combat. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hang on, guys.
Well, that just sounds like Jabba the Hutt.
Copy.
Solo.
There it
Did, you
goes.
did I do too many laps? Is that what it was?
Check Discord, guys. I'm going to
Maybe.
repost the combat tracker.
Hmm.
The code changed.
How could you? I'm so
Oh,
confused.
and we all get a swing at him before he goes.
We do.
Nice.
See how much it matters.
So, well, you never know. Here he is. And then we have the party. So there's Asteki and Dagon and
You get
Frederick
to go last.
and Samara. And backing you up, Arabelle and Irina. Which, for all the giggling about why is this not higher quality graphics for a stream, I'm not going to lie. I kind of like the old school graph paper and pencil feel. You know, some of us
I do too.
some of us back when we started playing Dungeons and Dragons, all we had was graph paper, and we liked it.
Oh, we liked it.
You guys had graph paper?
I didn't even have graph paper. I made graph paper out of lined notebook pages.
If you were really lucky, you got your parents to buy you graph paper, or you skipped out on the buying candy to buy it at the drugstore between sessions, depending on who you were. Speaking of which, in
That
sessions,
is a hard choice to make.
I know, bubblegum cigarettes or graph paper for D&D.
Graph paper for D.
Speaking of which, what's Dagon doing?
I mean, it looks like Strahd, right?
Yeah, that Strahd is flying down the hallway at you. He's got you cornered in this nice, neat, narrow thing. He's coming to strafe you.
Oh man.
Well,
Or maybe he's here to grab Irina. This would be a good move. Oh, I didn't think of that.
Why wouldn't he come from the other way then?
Because he's a man of
Mystery.
presentation.
Yes.
It's what makes a supervillain.
Yeah.
Presentation.
How you enter the room, or
Have none of you guys seen
All of that.
Megamind?
Yes, I love
Yeah,
Mega
no,
Mind.
Yes, I've watched it.
So Dagon, Adam, what is Dagon doing?
Dagon's basically just going to be like, oh, that's it. Because he made a fool of him by giving the charm action, and Dagon gave him the holy symbol. So yeah, I will just kind of toss the torch aside, pull my other longsword out, and just rush the guy.
Okay. Give me your opening attack. Let's see how this goes. That'll hit, I think. Let's see. That's at AC. That'll hit.
Ooh, that's brutal.
3? Oh, yeah, because you're offhand. That'll miss. Roll me a perception check.
Oh, lovely. Oh, not bad. 19.
Okay. Dagon charges ahead and begins to hack away at the shape as it flies past him, and it doesn't sound right. And in particular, the Strahd does not turn to face you, but continues his flight past. Maribel gets her action. She's going to go ahead and she's going to blast with...
Does it appear that he's taking damage from me hitting him? Like, do the swords like cut into him, or is it just like passing through?
Oh no, they cut into him. They just cut into him like better than they did last time you fought him. Let's see here, and there's what I want to roll. Her ray of frost flies right past and over it, which then takes us to Samar's action.
You said he's flying, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's bearing down on top of you.
Hit him with a hose.
Being what still made sense to hit him with I think I'm gonna do like a test shot of a firebolt just to see if I can hit him. I feel like
Okay.
I'm gonna test my accuracy today. All right, so I'm just gonna
Roll the
firebolt
attack.
E. That's why I did that.
Nope. Soars wide.
Oh.
Let's see. Irina's holding action, waiting for it to get to her. Asteki.
I'm gonna tell Steve. I'll like whisper to Steve. I'm like, don't let him close his hands, and Steve will go off to do his Harrier thing.
Okay.
Come on, Infinity War line. Like Doctor with the cape. Don't let him. Okay, don't worry about it. And I also will hold action and brace for whatever's coming for us.
Okay. So ready action when he enters your square, it'll trigger an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, do that thing.
I like it.
Or intercede, whatever comes first.
I respect. The Dwarven Ranger.
I shoot.
Shoot.
Yeah, just shoot.
Shoot. Hey, cheapskate.
So does
wow.
it trigger the undead thing?
Doesn't have to.
What?
Doesn't have to.
Okay.
Twink.
Did I shoot it again?
You don't need to. You pull back the sun quarters, the bow, and launch an arrow of pure sunlight into the shape of Strahd. It explodes in flaming bits of wood, copper, and sackcloth.
What?
It was a pinata.
Yeah.
You
Expect
guys
for
did
candy.
it. We can go home now.
The charred remains of the mannequin roll down the track and come to rest directly above Asteki. At the same time, you hear the roll and the cling, 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 as a pulley wheel drops off the mechanism and rolls across the floor of the hall.
Oh, this son of a bitch. He thinks he's a real joker.
He's the funny guy.
Macaulay Culkin did it better.
Where's the Legos on the floor? What's the Lego?
We're wearing armor. The Legos would do nothing.
Yeah.
I didn't even
What's
step on a
next? That
rusty
iron's
nail.
gonna fall from the sky?
Hey, you know that you're in Ravenloft. Those Legos do like necrotic damage,
Oh shoot.
you know, and
No.
save or lose a level. Okay, don't be laughing at that.
Oh no, I'm scared.
Yeah.
I'm scared of these things. I know.
You end up in a vat of Legos. You
No.
have to like walk in.
We become the Lego versions of ourselves. It's like, let the games begin.
Oh my gosh, I don't know. I'm scared. I'm scared to go into any room now.
I'm going
To be
to
honest.
investigate it.
I think if you get out of this alive, Samara, you need to start making Lego
I'm really
golems.
investigating it, I guess.
Yeah. I
Yes,
do.
and absolutely yes. You nail the investigation check. All of the mechanism was built to create the illusion, the practical illusion, of having Strahd fly down the hallway at you.
Is it like impressive design, or is it just like a couple of pulley wheels? And
Um,
because I heard copper came out of it too.
it's not bad. Now that you've had a chance to go back, you can see that there was a combination of a cantrip that was part of the triggering mechanism, as well as a lot of really good practical effecting in the articulation of the mannequin. There's a lot of work that went into this particular scare.
Rather lovingly made. Let's get out of here before it like explodes or something.
Yeah, I'll pick the torch up and be like, ha ha. You got me once.
or twice.
Technically, this would be twice.
I don't count that time. I wasn't in control of my faculties, you know?
Okay, I'm.
All right, let's explore more of this fun house. I'm engaged. I'm hoping the next one is like a mirror room.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
You really want to go into a Strahd mirror room?
You walk into a
gonna
room,
have
you're
to
surrounded
fight.
by you of all different shapes and sizes.
Yep, and then you have to fight them all.
Oh
Good luck.
gosh, it'd be terrifying.
Yeah, I'll scoop the torch up. I'll open the next door and kind of torch first.
Fair enough. Bum, 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 bum. 3. Okay. So it does that. Let me center this. Actually, here, let me do this. It'll be easier for me to draw. I'm not fighting the zoom factor quite so badly. And I can pretty effectively draw at 100%. There we go. That looks right. That looks right. 2, 2, 1, 1. So 2, 2, 1, 1. Nope. 1, 1. Then we do that. Boom. Perfect. And clean up my mess. Not bad. And yes. Okay. So the dotted line is a railing.
Okay.
And then I'll put that railing in there. And then there's a chair and a chair. And
I guess this is for watching something like, like
a
Netflix.
sculpted stone railing encloses this long balcony which overlooks Ravenloft's chapel. 2 ornate thrones stand side by side in the center of the balcony, covered with dust and strung with cobwebs. The thrones face away from the double doors that give access to the balcony.
Is there anything cool on the thrones
You just
or near the thrones?
walk up and look.
Yeah, I'll walk up and look.
That works for me.
Any cool cups or like they leave a book out or something?
Maybe one of those, the spectacles that you could look at a distance.
Yeah.
It's like an opera glass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe there's like a pamphlet of the last play that was here that was just left on their seat, or
In the chapel?
I mean, maybe he doesn't have a theater.
That's fair. Ish.
I don't know this place.
Fair-ish. There are 2 figures slouched, decaying bodies in the thrones.
Even better, they left their whole bodies.
They did.
It's a little weird.
Oh my.
Are they like
I'll
holding
walk
hands
up
or
with
something?
Freddy.
No, they're just
Yeah,
saying side by side. What was that, Adam?
I was saying, I'll walk up with Freddy and I will just kind of like poke, slightly stab one of them with the sword.
Okay. Both of them leap out and lunge towards you and attack.
All right.
Nice.
I'm not going first.
How do I not have... Holy cow, I don't. I'll be danged. I actually don't have this kind of creature already in my database. Not that
Skellyman.
it takes
Oh,
me...
well, we're going to have to skip combat and keep on going.
Darn.
We'll just sit him back down. Sorry, I didn't mean to bother you.
Yeah,
The
we were
movie will
just
be
checking. You
resuming
looked
in a
like you
couple
were
of minutes.
sleeping. And there's no sleeping in the church.
Well,
So,
it takes me absolutely no time to load them. So that's not an issue. I just have to go in there and then hit refresh. Doink, and now they're there.
hooray.
Yeah. Doink, doink. And so how did we do on the initiative?
I got a
Oh, I
one.
forgot to roll.
Hold on.
I think they thought you were joking.
No.
I did.
No, they like legit are attacking.
Like
I
I didn't
figured.
poke the thing.
They're upgraded zombies.
What if we don't want in on this one? We'll just let them take care of it. They're the ones that poke
Yeah,
it.
we didn't. You guys didn't poke it. It's fine.
Yeah, we'll just go
I
back
got this,
to
guys. Don't worry about it. I mean, I
You
poked
wanna
the bee's
you wanna
nest.
make us a pot of coffee then? If you're not gonna.
We're gonna do a quick
We'll
run.
just cheer you on.
Yeah,
Hey.
well, you could just hold your teapot up, and Samara can just like do a little fire fingers, and then we'll have some tea when we're done.
Well, based on the initiative checks, yeah, kind of like they're already kind of by default waiting to see what happens. As it is. I'm going to number them
Wow.
1 and 2. 1 is the one closer to Dagon, and 2 is the one that's further away. Irina has no action yet. She's still back in the hallway. Dagon, it is attempting to eat your brains.
Oh.
I mean, that's all it wants to do.
It's not
For
unreasonable.
tagging.
It's not going to eat your eyes.
Oh, that's good.
Thank you.
At least not first.
Let's get through the brain first, and then.
Well, the eyes are like part
Eyes
of
are
the
right
brain.
there. I mean, like they're like right. You don't even have to do any tearing. It's like literally right there.
It's like attached.
So what
It
is?
is. There's
I
a
don't
whole
know.
nerve.
All right.
Dagon has a very
Adam?
prominent brow, so he just kind of squints and it protects his eyes.
You can't get my eyes.
What is Dagon doing as this zombie lunges off of the chair at him?
So I kind of envision that like he's kind of prodding it like right in the chest just to see what happens, and it like springs to life, and he just sinks it all the way in.
All right.
You just go to town like full on.
That's an attack roll.
Yeah, just like stick them back in place.
Hey,
Save to the chair.
Stay,
Sit
sit,
down.
sit.
Okay.
You
Okay,
hit
so the
now.
first one. Okay, so this is going to get interesting here. Let's see here. Okay. All right, so the first one hits, does 10 damage. Easy enough. Let's see. Dice, toss a d20. And the leg comes off.
Oh,
Ah,
Second one hits, does an additional 7.
I have bested you. No, I'm fine. Stop it around.
He's got a flesh wound.
How about we call it a draw?
accurate. Accurate.
Do you gonna hit it with the torch, or are you gonna drop the torch and take a swing with your offhand?
Could I? Is it like standing up?
It's getting up quickly. Well,
Could
sort
I
of.
circle around behind it and then try to kick it off the balcony? Like by using my Battlemaster ability to push him 50 or 10 feet or whatever it is.
Here we go
Sure.
again.
That's
Sure.
it.
I feel like this has got to be more than 5
Well,
feet. This
So
time,
you
right?
cut off,
Yes.
cut off his leg, and then you're gonna kick him off a balcony.
Yeah, you're damn right. Yeah,
I
just
love
stab
it.
him through the chest, pull it out, rip his leg off, and he's still moving. So I'm like, oh, it's like just kind of circle around,
Get
and
away from
kick
me!
him over the rail.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. You
Need
need to
you.
get your own signature move.
can you
Dagon's got one.
kick him off the rail with his own foot? That would be even better.
Yeah, grab his foot and use it with your offhand weapon.
Could I do that? Can I drop the torch, pick up his leg? Because I could use it. Because I have improvised weapons
Yes, you do.
Yes, you
for
can.
my
You
tavern.
gotta do it golf
Sweet.
style. Just
Yeah.
like swing.
Yeah, I'll drop the torch in the other zombie's lap that I'm not fighting.
Okay.
Just to be
Hold
like,
this
"Here."
for me, please.
Yeah, hey, hold this for a minute. I gotta take care of your boyfriend over here. And then I'll pick his leg up and swoop around behind him and just knock him on the back of the head and try to kick him with his own leg over the railing.
Okay, so this is a shove attack, right?
Well, I was just going to use my Tavern Brawler strike and then use my pushing attack, which would be a strength saving throw if I hit him.
Yep.
Yeah.
That will hit. So you're gonna push it away. Yep. And
Here's the damage.
Dang, that's some damage out of his foot.
yeah, that's
And the extra.
You break his
D8.
foot over his
There
head.
we go. Nice. 12 damage with his own severed foot.
okay.
And then strength save or he gets pushed off the rail. That's the goal.
Team Ravenkind does not play.
No.
Right.
Okay, so the bad news is you weren't able to get him up and over. However, you did enough damage to beat it to the ground with its own leg.
Made his strength save and then ragdolled off the edge anyway.
Can I drop the leg and be like, hey, thanks for holding that for me. Pick the torch back up.
No. You only get one inventory action per round.
What if I sacrifice my movement?
He doesn't do anything. He just looks cool, but he's dead. I
Is he more dead?
I think Arabelle's still holding action back in the hallway.
Terrible.
So I think Samara and Asteki are definitely in the space.
Is it your turn?
It is Samara's turn.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna, how far away am I from the other one?
Like 5 feet.
Oh, I was I was gonna say, I was like, oh, I could do just my normal firebolt, but I think I'm too close. No.
Totally firebolt it. You're not
You can,
too close for
if you
can
especially
still
if you,
firebolt?
if you
Okay.
step over to the side, you got a clean line to it because they're both going out. They're both going.
right there.
They're both going this way.
Oh, I wasn't sure. I was like, am I too close to do that? Okay. Then I will firebolt it in the face.
Yeah, they're not literally paying very much attention to you yet.
Maybe. I can't
Jeez,
see what I rolled.
criminies.
Yeah, you can totally firebolt it right in the face. You
Okay.
could probably hit a specific filling with that attack roll.
Put some damage down. Jeez.
I
That's
just thought of a really great way to use the spell Heat Metal.
I-
Heat the fillings and people.
You know, it only works on nobles then. 'Cause-
Yeah, only very wealthy people are affected by it.
exactly, yeah.
that's.
Well, they were
God,
in the
it would
upper
be
end.
incredibly painful.
Mm-hmm.
Are you still rich if you're dead?
Yes.
Honest question.
Strahd has all this castle and money. I don't know.
Well, minus the money now.
This can't have been all his money. There's
Yeah.
no way. Dude is, I mean, I don't know. We didn't look at the paperwork. And
Speaking
which
of
one of us is an accountant?
which, what's Asteki doing?
I'll attack whatever's left alive that's undead.
Sort of
Whatever's
push into
left
that
alive that's
space,
not alive.
step in front of Samara, and crush it.
Yep. Yeah, that's it. Time to crush this thing.
Whip your flail back and
You
forth.
can move him 5 feet if you hit.
This 12
Push
hit?
him over the rail.
Is a 12 going to hit?
These are real
Yes.
questions.
All right.
Wow, they really have a crappy AC.
Looks like they have a fair bit of
Hit
hit points
for
to make up
11.
it.
Okay.
Is it still standing?
Oh, hey, you took its head off.
Nice.
It's still,
Does that matter?
it is still standing, but the head has gone flying out over the open space.
All right. Gonna take another swing at it.
Whee!
17?
That will definitely hit.
And 8
Oh,
damage.
nice. So you're gonna move it 5 feet each time? How does that work?
I think I can do it once.
I think it's on the critical, isn't it? Or is it every hit?
On a critical, it stuns.
Criticals, but yeah.
That's right.
But anytime I connect, I can move it. But I didn't want to move it out of range, so I figured I'll move it on the second one. If it's still standing, I'll move it back.
It might be out of hit points. It's hard to tell. Do you want to move it 5 feet over the railing?
Yeah, if Dagon couldn't do it, I'd like to show him up. Be like, did you mean to do this?
I'm gonna close the door.
Was this what you were going for?
What?
You gotta stop hanging out with Steve. He's turning you into an asshole.
So,
Oh, you're getting the dog out?
so the first series of swings sends its
Okay.
head flying out into the chapel. The second set of swings sends the body out flying into the chapel, leaving Asteki standing there proudly. Womp, 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 womp.
Yeah, nicely done. I'll give him a golf clap.
I've created monsters.
And they were gonna stand up and explain to us that this was they were just gonna chill here for the rest of eternity, and they had done nothing wrong. But now we'll never know. Now they're just dead.
Yeah, I'm just gonna shake my head.
Dagan will think about it for a second and be like, wait a minute, we just launched these bodies down into the chapel. I'm gonna look down and see what we just launched them into.
I was gonna do the same thing. I was gonna walk up to the
over the
railing
edge.
and look down to see what's on the ground floor.
You would estimate it's about a 50-foot drop
Oh my god!
down into the chapel below. Ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. Dim colored light filters through the tall, broken, and boarded up windows of stained glass. illuminating the ancient Chapel of Ravenloft. A few bats flutter about near the top of the 90-foot domed ceiling. The balcony on which you stand runs the length of the west wall, 50 feet above the floor. Benches coated with centuries of dust lie about the floor in jumbled disarray. Beyond this debris, lit by a piercing shaft of light on an altar, lit by a piercing shaft of light, an altar stands upon a stone platform. The sides of the altar are carved with bas-reliefs of angelic figures entwined with grapevines. The light from above falls directly on a silver statuette. A cloaked figure is draped over the altar, and a black mace lies on the floor near its feet.
That wasn't the one he knocked over there, was it?
No.
Okay. I was like, that would have been a cool visual, just a torso with a cloak flying off into the distance.
All right. Is
Well,
there any
I
way to get down besides jumping?
We have rope.
You
No grappling hook, though.
Yeah, those were expensive, remember?
That's what you tie rope with. You
We
don't
have
need
plenty. We have
a
plenty of money
climbing
now.
kitten. I don't need no stinking grappling hook.
Now that you're all out in the balcony, there you go. You have a staircase that leads down.
There you go. Convenient.
I'll take the stairs. If you want to rappel, that's on you. Spelunking in this
Which one of
brand
us
new
is going
plate
to look
armor.
cooler? It's a question. Which one of us is going to look cooler?
I mean,
Dwarf humming the Mission Impossible theme to himself, or just, Paladin striding down the stairs, cloak billowing behind him, full plate mail armor. With this, yeah, no, I know. It's not me. I'm not the cool one.
That's a legit difficult call.
I was gonna say. I mean, I think clearly it would be Frederick. I mean, come on, dwarf. Going propelling down the freaking balcony with bow on his back. But an awesome bow.
No,
Sunlight.
the only bow you can see is the regular bow,
I know.
because the other one gets small and invisible.
But I know what it is. I know what it turns
I
into.
know. I know you look cool. It doesn't matter. Other people know you look cool.
Exactly.
I'm gonna hand at the end of my rope to Freddy, and I'm gonna say, "What do you think? Operation Tom Cruise?"
Operation.
And then,
Lowering you
and then I'll
down.
lower him down.
That's it. You try to lower him down. You end up slipping. You go over the banister. He goes flying back up as you're going back down. And when you hit the ground, you let go of the rope, and he comes down.
The Benny
And
Hill
I'll
theme
just walk down with
plays.
my little armor.
The Benny Hill theme plays. Honestly, that's probably the theme song to our group is the Benny Hill theme. Unfortunately,
No, I think 9 times out of 10 the theme song to this group is dun 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 dun.
I feel you.
Dun, 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 dun. I've always said I was going for Lovecraftian horror. I got Ghostbusters, and
Honestly, I thought it was going to stay up here because I can shoot down 50 feet ain't far.
why would I go there? Hey, Skull Kid, while I'm sketching out this space, in case anything weird should happen while they're in it.
Yeah, it's like the weird cloaked black figure on the floor next to a mace.
Yeah, next to a evil, dark-looking mace.
I don't know. It could be my mace. I'm just going around collecting armor and equipment like Pokemon.
No. We already lost one of your things. We don't.
I really don't have much else to lose, though, if you think about it. That was the most important thing.
What you
I
don't
don't
know
know.
is slowly but surely, Strahd is grooming you to become his new general. So he's like, "Hey, I'll give you some Strahd armor. Here's a sweet Strahd mace."
Ah, yes,
He's
the
like-
Strahd brand rations.
It's like, yes, you will
These
join
be full
me
for the rest of your life.
soon.
Yeah, this is way better than my Kirkland brand mace.
Okay, what did I count wrong? I counted something wrong because that should be there, which means the downside
see.
to hand. Oh,
There it is. Okay, we're going back one page.
womp, womp. Okay, this is the pain in the butt of hand sketching everything. when you count wrong.
Well, it would have been easier if you had actual grad paper to lay on top of it, because you would have known. You'd have been like, oh yeah.
Yep, I see what I did. Okay. All right, there we go. This is one more square this way. Not that that's as highly relevant, but on principle, I want to get it right. There we go.
All right. So can we see what the silver statue is?
Sure. Who's going first?
I was gonna look at it from up here. I was gonna grab one of their spy goggles.
As Azteki comes down the stairs, though, we do need to deal with this first. Azteki emerges through this space, so he strides through there. Dagon's coming down the balcony there. There is a statue here. And a statue here. And Skulke, we are doing well. We're glad to have you hanging out with us tonight. Dink. There it is. This arched room connects a vast chamber to the east and a staircase that rises to the west, which you're coming down. Alcoves in the north and south walls hold 8-foot-tall sculptures of helmed knights with muscular builds. Black shadows fall across their faces.
They're saving so much money on face animations with just shadows.
Indeed. Are you just walking between them, or are you...
I'll inspect. I'll take a close look.
Roll me perception.
See the quality of the muscles on these statues.
3.
They look perfectly normal.
Works for me.
Statues are pretty cool.
I was gonna be behind, following Azteki behind him, down the stairs, and since I'm right behind him, can I inspect the?
Absolutely. Absolutely, you can inspect them as you come up behind him. They look perfectly harmless.
Somehow I don't believe it.
But you must believe it, because to you they look perfectly harmless.
This is how you know you've raised good players. The DM can say things like, "They look perfectly harmless," and nobody believes you.
Remember the gargoyles that we totally were like, oh no, we're gonna have to fight it. We're like, they're just gargoyles. And they were just gargoyles. You're like, I was really hoping one of you guys would attack the gargoyles.
I totally thought those gargoyles were gonna attack, I swear.
I honestly did too, but I wasn't about to meta that hard. I'm like, Frederick's like, oh look, some gargoyles, great.
Yeah, a game of D&D is the opposite of a trust building exercise. It's really
Right.
just building distrust slowly over time.
Yep.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That is the intention. Dagon will be the first to reach the altar. Azteki and Samara, plus the other two will be joining along shortly thereafter. Frederick is going to stay on the balcony.
No, once Dagon hits the bottom, I'll start to rappel down as well.
Okay. If that works for you.
Yeah, I kind of want to stay up there, but then everyone else is going down. I guess I could just slide down the rope. I'm going to tie off the rope so I can slide down.
Okay. You could just take the... Never mind.
We didn't see anyone come out of the staircase yet. That staircase could be really long and non-Euclidean. Maybe I want to just jump
And
off the edge.
non-Euclidean.
The giant magical castle.
Hey,
It could
Also,
totally be
we're
done.
using big words
It's not a
now.
regular staircase. It's a freaky staircase.
Yep.
Exactly.
Okay.
You never thought for a second that evil vampire castle could just not follow the rules of physics?
Yeah, it could totally be like
Because
Harry
I'm
Potter.
I don't know.
Hogwarts moving
Literally,
staircases.
you're on the inside.
I call that non-Newtonian then. If they're violating the
Non-Newtonian?
laws of physics. Although non-Euclidean would be violating the laws of space.
Laws of geometry is.
Yeah,
I was like, what does that even mean then? Why do I know this word to mean something it doesn't?
because I think I taught it to you.
Which means I was really paying attention.
That's fair. That's absolutely fair.
Who does that? That's not me.
Yeah, well. Paul paid attention. He works for a game development company now, so.
It's true.
Okay, when you get to the altar, and you have a chance to inspect the item there, it is a figurine of a man with his hands outstretched in offering. It's about a foot tall statue of silver. The body is dressed in black robes and has been there for some time.
Does Mace look cool?
It's pretty interesting looking. Sure, we'll give you that.
I'll just like with the other guys, I'll take my sword and just kind of like
That's
leverage
like
the
last
corpse
time,
off
right?
off the altar, just kind of knock it aside and just like wait ready in case it moves.
We're the worst cleanup crew ever.
Okay, Mace looks like, did that copy? Did not. Why? I hate how these things never let me copy and paste when I want to. Okay. There it is. Copy image.
Yes, yes, yes.
There it goes. That's what the mace looks like.
Oh, that's spooky. Is that a one-handed mace or a two-handed mace? Big boy or...
One-hander.
Hey, guys, look at this mace. It's really cool.
Yo, you
Pick
picking
it
it up?
I'm picking it up.
Really? Give me a wisdom save.
Wisdom
Oh, no!
save. Am I close enough to Azteki to get the thing?
Yes.
Cool.
Okay, so you don't notice anything different.
It's a cool looking mace. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, this is a cool looking mace. So, like, are the eyeballs on fire or anything? Or is it just...
It just crafted that way to look creepy and freaky.
looks freaky and creepy?
It's creepy and it's crawly.
It's got spikes on it. Does it... I don't know.
Huh?
It's not for me. I'm like gentle, clearly. This is like a
Yeah.
big, heavy, smashy weapon. Not for me.
Cool. Is anyone checking out the... Well, I mean, you've seen the... What else are you doing to investigate the room? Let me ask you that way.
Oh, can I like and I want to like take a closer look at the altar
Okay.
and see if there's anything unusual or interesting about it.
The altar itself shows that it was very lovingly crafted. The workmanship is almost magical in the quality. That this was perhaps not just chiseled out of stone, but actually magically crafted out of the marble. So probably a
Very
team
cool.
of artisans created this. And it has withstood the test of time remarkably well, possibly due to the quality of the materials in it.
I'll search the body of the cloak guy.
The dead body.
Yeah, and I'll probably take his cloak and wear it too. It's pretty sweet.
Azteki has a cool cloak. I want a cool cloak.
He
too.
has
This is getting silly.
a handsome fur-lined black cloak embroidered with golden thread.
Oh wow!
Oh, hell
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Fancy cloak.
Wait,
Yeah.
now.
Dagan's putting that on. He's gonna brush it off a bit. He's gonna turn around and like kind of tip his hat and be like, yeah, what do you guys think, huh? What do you think, huh? It's fitting, right?
This is what you do. You kick down the doors and then rob the dead. This is your plan?
Oh no, it's not the plan. It's just it's one of the perks along the way.
The perks.
Yeah. I mean, look at me. This is fresh to death. I got fur. I've never seen anything like this in my wardrobe since ever.
I don't understand it either, Arabelle, but I just go with it.
Irina seems somewhat affronted, actually, at the comment about the greatest thing in your wardrobe. Oh, so the family livery was not sufficient to you?
Ooh.
Hey, just you get things with sentimental value. You pick up things along the way. It's like getting a souvenir on a vacation. And
Vacation in
what you're given by your
Strahd's castle.
friends, it means a lot more than just this.
She turns to Arabelle. What you're seeing here is a specimen in particular of human males. He doesn't know when he's behind, so he keeps going.
Dig up, stupid.
Yeah, Dagan will be like, yeah, right. What like she said, you got to keep going. You got to keep moving ahead.
Indeed. Who's taking a closer look at the statuette?
I want to look at
Oh.
this
Are you
picture.
leaving it? Are you picking it up? Are you taking it with you?
Yeah, I want to look at it.
I forgot it was there.
When you knocked it off the pedestal, it didn't like explode or send a boulder at us, so we might as well look at it.
Oh, you actually knocked it onto the floor?
I thought that's what he was trying to do.
Yeah, you could knock it
Is
off.
that what you were trying to do?
It's not
I don't want to. I
that
don't want to
light,
step on your toes.
but yeah, you can do it. And it surprisingly does not take damage when it hits. Like you don't see any dents or anything in it. Who actually picks it up?
I was going to look at it. I'm already holding this other cursed item.
Yeah, I guess I'll pick up the other cursed item.
I guess I could. I mean,
that sounds
there was
fair
nothing.
because the skulls on the thing on the mace. It's not my style.
I know,
When
I'm like,
base
what
and
am I gonna
statue
do with this?
combine.
Oh, is there like a hole in the statue? Is that what we're thinking?
No, the statue's solid.
Like escape room puzzle.
And when you investigate it, it's very well crafted. The imagery again is of a man kneeling with his hands outstretched in offering. It definitely seems to have something. And when you look at where it sits, and then you look at the body of the figure, it almost looks like their last act was an attempt to pick it up. Yet somehow, shockingly, I think, you are not suffering the same fate as that figure. At this point, I might suggest perhaps an identify spell would tell you more about these things.
Oh well, I have that here.
Hmm?
I said I can do that. Give me that. Give me the statuette.
Oh.
You gonna do the mace too?
Think she can get them all. Let's see, identify. It's
I
1
didn't
minute per
like-
item.
Okay. I
Oh,
didn't
you
know
just
if I
keep
had.
going.
I didn't know if I had to be touching them, right?
Nope, it's a
Okay.
range touch.
Oh.
You just look at it.
It's a ritual spell too. So if you
It
take
is, so
extra
it does-
time, yeah, you don't even need to do a spell slot.
Yep, does not need a spell slot to cast it. I did not know that.
Oh.
Or rather, I
didn't
forgot
know that. I did not know.
Is that what the R means?
Yeah.
Oh, but
Yeah,
you hit
any-
the cast button, it does take a spell slot.
Yeah, so don't do that.
So don't do that. Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
Good to know.
any
I
spell
didn't.
with
That
an
seems
R,
like a broken thing.
I didn't know that before, so that's
Yeah.
good to know.
Well,
Yeah, any ritual spell, it just takes extra time, and you can cast it for free. It just
Yep.
Oh.
usually they take like 10 minutes or something like
Sweet.
that. So you can't just do it willy nilly. But if
Right.
you got the time, free spell.
the
Oh,
All
I
right.
see.
Well, then I will identify the objects.
other issue with it too is to maintain. They need to know what level the spell would be at for resistances and stuff. So they
Gotcha.
want to be sure that they've got everything in a way that works. So I'll drop that on the jam board.
Maybe we should identify stuff before we start picking it up.
I didn't think about that, but I figured I'd have to pick it up to identify it because I'm a normal mortal, unlike some other people here
We just touch it.
who just like reach in through magic and go,
Yeah.
I know what
We,
this
we
is.
gotta think Indiana Jones Temple of Doom type stuff.
I guess,
That's gotta
yeah,
be
you're
a-
right. Instead of
a
just, hey,
motif
what are we
right
sitting
now.
in here? Let's poke him with the sword. It'll be great.
The statue you recognize is referred to in the lore as the Icon of Ravenloft. Everything within 30 feet of the icon is under the effect of a protection from good and evil spell.
Wow.
Functioning against fiends and undead.
What?
So you get the benefits of the spell protection from evil and good, as though it's cast as protection from evil.
So that's just like an aura that we have now.
It's like another
Around
layer
us?
of that. Yep. Also, you can use an action to cast an augury spell once per day.
Is that like drill into my teeth?
No, what it does is you ask me a question about a course of action within the next 30 minutes. And I tell you that's good, that's bad, that's a mix, or that's neither.
Okay.
It does not, by the way, and the spell does not take into account possible circumstances that might change, like casting other spells or having someone die on the way, etc., etc.
That's a really cool ability.
The whole thing is really cool.
And
10 out of
also,
10.
you can use it as a holy item, and you get a +2 to your save DCs for turning.
Well, you
Maybe
lost
for
another
turning.
holy.
Double
For
stab.
turning undead.
And then once per day, you can cast Cure Wounds.
Oh my goodness.
Nice.
This thing does everything.
Yeah, we're
The
just gonna like
multi-tool of good
duct tape
stuff.
it to somebody's chest.
Like, send us only 3 easy payments of $19.95.
To which
It
Arabelle says,
slices, it dices.
maybe I should be carrying that. That sounds like the sort of thing that he will lose. Just saying.
Hey, come on, man. Too soon, too
I don't
soon.
really need to be in charge of
I mean, you're-
any items, actually.
You're not wrong. I agree with you.
All due respect, that sounds powerful.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it will
Yeah.
take a good looking after.
Very good.
Yeah, well, you know what? I actually
trust
kind
her
of
with
agree
it.
with you because, yeah, I don't have a good track record with holding on to things. So maybe just, yeah. If I let it go now, then I won't be, to blame for when it gets let go later.
I just want to roll insight. Like, why does she want? She didn't want to do anything to do with any of the magical items before.
Sure, roll
Like,
insight.
what? Why would she care?
She legit
about
thinks
this
Asteki's going to have it taken away by another pretty face.
I know. I honestly was gonna offer to take it if she didn't. So
Well,
you know.
I
One of
would
you
think it would
guys
be
is
a
squishier
waste
than the
of a
other.
question to ask if we should give it to me.
No, I wasn't even gonna ask that. There was no question there.
Look, we have to find his holy item. That's what's important. We have another holy item.
Although, to be fair, it is a 1 foot, 10-pound silver statue.
You really
Yeah.
want to carry a 1 foot, 10-pound silver statue?
So there's a certain amount, too, of like, okay, I am kind of curious where you intend to put this thing, to which Arabelle is, for the most part, joking. And will openly acknowledge that someone who has more faith should probably be in charge of the thing about faith.
We could strap it to his back. I have rope. We could tie it to you.
Just sling it on my belt. I'm gonna have like a utility belt of holy items.
This one. No. This one. No.
Oh,
hold on,
just
hold
like
on.
in the Mummy.
This one.
I picture
Oops.
like Azteki slowly turning into like a Warhammer 40k priest where they just have
Oh
giant
my
things
gosh,
hanging
yeah.
off them all over the place.
Okay. Also, while you're doing your identifies, the mace is a mace of terror.
Yeah.
It has 3 charges, and you can use 1 charge as an action to expend it and release a wave of terror. Each creature of your choice within a 30-foot radius must succeed in a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw or become frightened.
Cool.
It
It's magic
recharges
though, right?
1d3 charges daily at dawn.
So it's a magical item, though, right? So it would be good.
It's a magic
To
weapon,
use?
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I need one of those. I like my flail though.
I mean, if I could wield it, I'd totally pick that up. It sounds awesome.
It's pretty cool.
I'm
I mean,
perfectly.
it's up to you guys.
The
I
rule.
got a free hand, you know. I got a magic
That's what I'm
wand in my
saying,
right
yeah.
hand. I got another one.
Rule of cool says I can call it a flail of terror, and I don't care because I'm big on
Ooh,
the.
like
Go
a just
for it.
chain comes out. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
We changed. Hold on. This just the Matrix is updating.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
Well,
See
You know
that
what,
black
though?
cat go by again?
Frederick is right though. It could be like one of those ones where like the chain comes
Yeah,
out and
pops
it
open like
turns
in-
into like a flail. Yeah, here you go.
That's totally like a comic book thing though. Like the mace that just becomes a flail. It's like, wait, what?
Oh come on, it's so cool though.
It
That
is.
or
It's
like-
super cool.
That or it's like kids' story time around a fire. It's like, no, but I want it to be a flail. Okay, RJ, it'll be a flail. Are you happy now? Can we move on with the story?
well, okay, because here's where I'm coming as a DM. I have spent so long conditioning players to enjoy developing character. Because back when I started playing D&D, it didn't matter. You didn't think about your look because you just grabbed whatever you were handed by the DM. And so I'm perfectly fine making adjustments now if you feel like it's more in tune with the character's idiom, without me trying to go, oh, you know, RJ's kind of due for Azteki to get a magic weapon. I'm going to add this because it looks. I mean, that's just where I'm at. I ain't got patience for that crap. We should be having fun.
I'm having fun. I'll grab it. I need it. I need a magic weapon.
So
It's a strength weapon. It's not for me.
Yeah. Now I
There
can
you
bless
go.
the party and not have to concentrate on having a magic weapon so I can hit stuff.
is it a mace or is it a flail though?
Let's go with the flail if you want to make me happy.
I'll make you happy, my man.
I want a flail.
I
Can
will.
it be a flail? That
Flail
like
of
when
terror.
it opens up and it's just a link of like flaming chain,
Oh man,
like Ghost Rider style.
Oh man, that's pretty dope.
Okay, let me.
That sounds a little too awesome.
As a
It's
type
like the
magic
Baylor's
item
whip,
type,
but it's,
Yeah, like almost too good to be true.
weapon,
Make a wisdom saving throw.
The
Ah, it's really scary.
flail of terror and bad
Well, I mean,
accidry.
Flail of terror. I mean, what does that sound like? Ghost Rider, right? I mean, straight up.
okay, so give me a second here to do this. Flail of terror. Everything else looks right. Base what arm? Well, let's see. That's that base weapon. There's what I'm looking for. Flail.
Become a flail.
Save.
Become a flail.
Now, in
become a
theory,
flail.
you should be able to now go into your inventory and add a flail of terror.
All right, let me see what we got.
Hopefully that'll work. Now, here's the last twist. Do you intend to take an hour rest to get to know the weapon?
Hmm.
Because if
I'm
you,
down if you guys
if you
are.
don't take the hour to rest, then the cool
It's just a
effects
regular
don't kick
flail,
in.
right?
It's just a regular flail. It's a +1 flail. Actually, no. It's just a flail. I don't know if it's. I don't even know if it's technically a +1 or not.
There's a bunch of like broken like seating and stuff in here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if we want to take a rest, you know, we can pile this stuff in front of these doors, wedge it in between these statues' legs, so if they come to life, they immediately trip, very comedically.
You know what's funny to me? I have these big red texts on the homebrew item that says, "You cannot share this. It's too similar to an item that already exists." Well, yeah,
What?
because well, no, I can share within us. I just can't push it out to the D&D Beyond community.
Oh,
gotcha.
okay.
Speaking of which, who's going to attune to the Holy Symbol of Ravenkind? Or sorry, the Icon of Ravenloft,
Also,
mean-
Azteki.
which you can also
Azteki
add.
is just taking all of these things.
Yes.
I mean, isn't he the best suited to attune to it?
Yes. I'll concentrate one and one. This room was for me, guys. Hopefully we find a room for somebody else.
Well, now let's see. To be fair, Frederick has the Sun Core, which has attuned to them and become a flaming bow of sunlight. Dagon's walking around with a +2 longsword, and then
Oh, Frederick's blood.
a backup weapon that he may or may not choose to use because the longsword's versatile, so he could two-hand if he wanted to. Samara's got the madness staff plus fireballs. Asteki is kind of due
madness
for an
staff.
upgrade.
He just
I'll
got
take
plate.
Yeah, but it's not magic. Wait.
True.
You don't
Only
know
magic
that.
items
At
count.
least not that we know of.
Okay, you don't know that.
If the item text isn't green or blue, it's not worth it.
Everything white goes to the vendor. It's trash.
I'm literally wearing basically all white gear. I have one item that's cool.
That's all you really need, though.
True.
Just that one,
King Arthur only needed
like
Excalibur
intensely.
and
Right.
the Knights of the Round Table and Camelot
grab a refill.
and
Okay.
Merlin. So maybe you need more than one thing.
Was that you?
But we need Dagon for this, though. Okay, so is anyone doing anything interesting during your rest? Just before I start throwing some stuff at you.
Oh, are we taking a short rest?
No, it's an hour.
Yeah, it's an hour of
Or
downtime.
just an hour? Oh,
for,
okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Is
a
an
short
hour
rest.
short?
So if you want to burn some hit dice, now is a perfectly good time to do that if you need to. Which only, let's see, Samara and Asteki both could.
Oh, I
I'm
could.
gonna just sit watch actually because I feel good.
Yeah, you're in pretty good shape. As are Irina
Okay.
and Arabelle. Irina actually is having a very difficult time focusing in this space. Speaking of short rests, so because Emerson was asking about whether or not we are if we get hungry on stream, we are what, an hour and a half in?
I haven't eaten dinner yet, so I have actual food.
We ate out for the second time in a week. We did fast food, and it feels this week we've had 2 nights of fast food plus 1 night of pizza, and 1 night
That's
of
rough.
leftover pizza. So I'm
Well, of course.
really feeling weird. And
Oh, jeez.
oh,
I was
hey,
expecting to roll that well. Jesus. Sorry.
so you're okay. We'll do that. Pond, thank you for bringing everybody. We're kind of in like a little bit of a downtime in the moment. We're sort of like between major events. The party is taking a short rest, so this is actually a brilliant time to it's almost like you were lurking to find the perfect time to raid. For everyone coming in who does not know who I am, my name is Rob, aka Lantern Noir. I predominantly run Dungeons and Dragons streams. I've been known to play a couple of other games. My goal, once upon a time, was to be a historical edutainment-based streamer, and then I realized that was really boring for everyone but me. So I got into doing the D&D thing, and I feel like it's been just a hoot and a fun, and it's great. And so I'm playing D&D tonight with these amazing people that are here on stream. We are deep into Castle Ravenloft, which is the conclusion of the Curse of Strahd adventure campaign. This is our 10th episode of Curse of Strahd, but we had already been playing since last November when I first took them into a custom series of adventures based in Domains of Dread, where we developed the party philosophy of there are no good decisions.
True.
So it's
And
been a
there
lot
haven't
of fun.
been yet.
And if you're coming in with Pond, good moment to mention a couple of things I haven't stated on this stream. First, you can find Pond here Wednesday nights. She's now part of my Wednesday night group, and that group's currently on one adventure. When that wraps up, we're going to start a new campaign. That campaign is going to be kickstarted. So we're looking at adding custom overlays. We're looking at adding character art. We're looking at theme music, and Pond has agreed to be part of that as well. So this Friday, we're going to launch the Kickstarter, and you'll have an opportunity to check that out. And what I'm actually going to do while we're in this mini break, I'm going to pop this up, if I can get it to work here, and then we're going to get back to things. If I can get this to fly fast enough, I'm going to do that, and then we're going to be back at the action. So let me find the link. I'll run this video, and then we're going to get back to our D&D game. But yeah, we're turning to Kickstarter to help pay for that. I don't feel right asking artists to create custom work for the stream on the promise that we'll get enough Patreons to pay them. I'm a big believer in helping, supporting artists up front. And we actually have a streamer who does art that's going to be doing the custom character work, and she's brilliant and hilarious and really fun. and does crazy things like actually has good. She really pays very good attention to what she makes and the way she draws. So that her sense of lighting is off the charts, and she can do it. She can draw hands, which I consider nothing short of a miracle. So let me pop out the sketch pad. Let me pause that. Let me put this to theater mode, and I'm going to come over here and I'm going to actually expand that to the full screen. All right, so this is the Kickstarter video. And then when this is done, we're going to be back at the game. Hi, I'm Rob, aka Lantern Noir, and I'd like to invite you to help make The Convergence Season 1, a live play streamed Dungeons & Dragons game, become a reality. The Convergence takes place in a world where the multiverse is collapsing and realities are colliding.
I'll be right back.
In this original campaign setting, what was once a sprawling suburban neighborhood has been replaced with an orc village. The island of Manhattan is now home to an ancient red dragon and its horde. The players will find themselves surviving in a world that is in perpetual flux, exploring ruined shopping plazas that are now home to kobolds, or attempting to retrofit football pads as makeshift armor. I'm excited to bring this world to life live on stream and share it with all of you. My journey with Dungeons & Dragons began in the early 1980s when my older cousin Steven introduced me to it. Since then, I've been playing and running games using every D&D system from basic through 3.5 and up to the current 5th edition. I've run custom-ran adventures for friends and guided players through some of the epic classics at conventions. At my heart, I'm a storyteller, and that's why I love RPGs and D&D. For this game, I'm in the process of recruiting an amazing cast of players, and so far we have 2 confirmed. Barely Molly, who mostly streams art streams, has been at my table before. You might have caught her as the Fire Genasi Ember of Waterdeep. She's still in my current game, where she's playing a Furbolg druid named Winnie. She's been a lot of fun at the table, and joining her for the Convergence will also be an amazing content creator who goes by the nickname That Other Pond. She's been at my table a few times before in my current campaign and has been present at more than a few one-shots. You also want to check out her streams in their own right. She is an amazing Fortnite player who knows how to have fun with her friends. I joined Twitch in the summer of 2020 and found my groove as a Dungeons & Dragons content creator. While I love playing a variety of games with my community, I also love sharing my passion for RPGs and D&D. I've run homebrew games, one-shots, and published adventures. You can see where I've come from on my YouTube channel, and I believe that you will find that I can tell a story, the kind of story that you would want to be part of. Let's make this story, this game, this event, a reality. Come, be part of the growing live play phenomenon and put your mark on it as a sponsor. The DM screen is up, the dice are laid out. All we need now is you.
Hey.
I'll put that back down where it belongs. So yeah, that's going to go up on Friday.
Ooh.
That goes live. And in that, we lost Frederick.
Yes, we did.
So, and thank you, Zig, for joining the family and pulling up a permanent chair at the table. It's good to have you here as part of the thing. We've got Jeremy back, and we can get back to action. I think. Do we have Jeremy back?
So I got the call for bedtime as that starts.
That's perfect. That is absolutely perfect. In fact, if you're, it'll be in the Discord as well, because this is the week I'm building up to it. So that Friday we can hopefully get through our first stretch goal on Friday. That would be the best part, is to know that we're funded and we're going to get the custom artwork for sure, and then I can get the artist ready to go, because I can get her
Very
all
cool.
locked up and starting to work on some sketches. So. For where we are now, we're in the chapel of the Castle Ravenloft. We found a couple of holy items. We've had an hour of downtime. And throughout this, Irina, your companion that's been with you since you left Barovia, looks more and more agitated about being kind of stuck in this chapel. So as Teki settles down to meditate with his new toys, much like a child around 11 a.m. on Christmas morning. Are you going to play with that? No, I just want to sit with it for a while. We all know that look. Irina starts by pacing. And throughout the next stretch of time, we'll continue to either pace, we'll either take some time to stand almost as far away from the stained glass as she can, or otherwise look just irritable.
He needs a Snickers.
I think she
Hey,
needs to be
You look irritable. Here, have a dream pipe.
A dream
have a
pie.
dream pie. No.
Didn't you try to weaponize those?
We're
did.
working on weaponizing those.
Yeah.
R&D
have
is hard
ideas.
at work.
Dagan will go up to Irina though and say, "Hey, you all right? You're a little uneasy over here."
She shakes her head. There's something about this space. It doesn't feel right. Like I've been here and I shouldn't have been.
Like you. I'm not there. I'm not saying anything. Not doing it. This is someone else's conversation.
Like,
I mean, like you've been at the castle or what?
yeah, it's like I'll ask.
No, this room, this chapel. I don't know if it's imagery in the stained glass, if it's the relief of the altar, if it's all of it. I know I've been here. And she hesitates and stares for a moment. I think I got married here.
Have you ever been married before?
No. No, I've had no suitors call on me. Obviously, not counting the devil.
And you've never been to this castle before, right?
No, but I can't shake the feeling that I have. That I've stood at that altar. I'm sorry. The sooner we move on, the better. This place is getting to me. It must be the bats or something.
Okay, we'll be on our way as soon as Teki finishes attuning himself to his
Finishes his short rest.
newfound items.
Become one with the flail of terror and pain and destruction.
I am the flail. I am the flail.
Yes. And the holy item of awesomeness and forgiving and protection.
Little statuette.
I'm very balanced that way.
See that? Yeah.
Right, yeah.
I feel like with a flail of terror, like as Teki feels like he's doing this like meditative mantra, but all we hear is "Ah! Ah!"
That's it. I want to introduce you to my two friends, terror and salvation.
Oh my God.
And it's right there on the knuckles.
Oh my.
Yes, our paladin will give you salvation, whether you want it or not.
Or you will die trying. But yeah, so Irina will continue to kind of just keep her distance. Arabelle spends more time studying the altar. She's just fascinated by the workmanship. And for the most part, we'll give Irina a fairly wide berth throughout that. The short rest wraps up. We've had our wizard has been healed. Where would you like to head?
I also healed up, if that was allowed.
Absolutely, it's a short rest. You can spend.
Okay, I don't know if it's like
Now, what are you at now?
You know, meditate or heal up, or I do both at the same time. I'm a multitasker.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
9 will take you all the way back to 52.
Yeah, figured might as well.
Might as well. Short rest.
Yeah.
Let's.
My hit point cap is 62 now, right? Like I'm.
Yeah.
Because of the white. Yeah. Okay.
You came through that kind of okay-ish. Wait, no, you didn't. That's right.
Wait, are you protected now?
Oh, that's right. Your max is 62 because of the white.
Right. So I can't heal unless we do a long rest.
Yep. Yeah, drains suck.
It's way better than it was in previous editions.
Well, yeah, previous editions you would now be a 7th level fighter.
Yeah, which would be great, and I'd rage quit.
The number of people who have rage quit from the first edition of Ravenloft i6 could probably fill the Rose Bowl.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Ooh, it's that bad, huh?
Yeah. This was back in the day. This was the module you ran when you didn't like your players anymore.
And here we are, back in Castle Ravenloft.
Things have changed over 30 years of Dungeons and Dragons.
He says that. You know, clever glint in his eye.
Would I do that? So we do need some direction now. Unless you intend to sit here and wait for Strahd to come find you.
No.
Which is a perfectly viable strategy. You totally could. You also notice as you've had some time to rest and collect yourselves that grab my pen. There's my pen. Wow, I couldn't see what I was doing. This is a large spiral staircase, or a tower staircase, I should say. This side, and I believe, unless I am mistaken from my map, yep, down and up. So this side goes down, and this side goes up. So your choices are to backtrack. I want to draw that better under the circumstances. Go through those double doors, which if you have any sense of direction, probably just lead back to where you were before.
They do?
Yeah. Well, again, you're 8th level adventurers. You've got a pretty good sense of space by now. I'm not like afraid of everyone going, wait, that's going to line up? Nah, I'm too old for that crap. Plus, I don't have the patience to do that kind of map maintenance.
It looks like it adds up, so.
I mean, I could. I don't have that kind of patience. So where to, guys?
I'm not a huge fan of backtracking, so I'm down for going down the stairs, I guess.
You want to go
Want
down?
to go down?
I mean, if you're a big,
Unless you
scary,
guys
evil
decide that that's
vampire,
a bad idea.
where would you
mean-
hide, the symbol of Ravenkind, right?
He-
would you put it
he
upstairs
did go down.
or downstairs?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He went down into the floor. Yeah.
Okay, let's go find it. I'm assuming I'll relight a torch or a new one.
Okay. Yeah, you get the torch lit up and you start to descend down the stairs into the darkness of this tower staircase. You extend down about, let's see, I can give you a number, 10 feet. And you reach a wall of rubble where the foundation of the castle has shaken such that bricks, mortar, and wood supports have completely sealed off the passage.
Oh,
Is
Do we
it
see any
sealed or is it
Lannister
like
bodies?
difficult terrain?
any land. Oh my lord.
I'm gonna look to Irina and be like, "Hey, you got any other weird like phantom memories of like how to get around this place, maybe?"
Oh. Irina does not recognize the staircase. And is mostly just concerned with taking her turn to maybe hold a torch. as the darkness is starting to get to her a bit more than it's getting to Arabelle. Arabelle seems actually like she's feeding a little bit on the collective fear. A little bit of excitement.
She's into it. All right, let's go up the stairs.
She's also a teenager.
Right. She wanted to go on adventures and almost killed her own dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, like,
He
younger
started
people
it.
love haunted houses. Me?
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
That's living the life for a teenager.
Who's checking out the wall, by the way? I need a perception check if you want to investigate it.
I'll definitely move some stones around and see if it's passable.
Okay. $13. That is good enough for what you to learn what you need. Also, a pro tip for DMs: never gate the entire game behind a single skill roll. Always have contingencies if they fail. Just saying. Not that anybody would ever post on Twitter they didn't know what to do because nobody could successfully pick a locked door.
You have the barbarian punch the door.
I think he failed his strength check.
All right, you take it off the hinges. You
So-
go another way. There's more than one way into most places.
As you investigate it, you notice that there are a series of small holes that you can make out that kind of work their way through the rubble. So something in like a gas could pass through here. And you think that if you take some serious time, you can clear a path big enough for each of you to crawl through. It'll take about an hour.
Why would we want to do that? Let's just go up.
That's
Do
an
we
option.
really want to go, down there? There's something? Well, not that we would know. But
I
if
would
there's
plug the
anything down
holes
there-
and then go up. Since we got misty beings going around, just like cover the holes and then we can go.
Would that really stop them from getting through there? I don't know.
I don't know
we
how
bring a bunch
misty
of
the
sealing
mist
wax?
is, but I would feel better with the holes closed.
When we found that other vampire and she was sealed behind that door, it might not be a bad idea.
I mean, that is a good point. But I don't know. I think we should just go up.
Yeah, I don't want to spend any time on it. Yeah, I'm not down for some manual labor. If I
If we could just
kick some-
plug it
some
with like a
boulders
cork.
over or whatever.
Okay.
Feel good
But,
about
we
myself.
could
I'm not
just
going to
think
spend
with
an hour
I got
to
this
build
great
a little
idea, but I don't want to spend any
fort.
time on it.
Oh,
The idea fairy. You flitter down with your idea, and then you flitter away.
Man, that's it. Stop playing in the dirt. We're going upstairs.
you just said, all right, fine. Gosh, this
Fair.
paladin does nobody wants.
Enough. Let me see here. So that's that map. Let me see where this is going to come out. Nope. Not there. Nope. Not there.
The good old, where do all these things lead to on the other maps in Ravenloft?
Yep. There it is. Up and up and up and there. Wow. So, you spend a lot of time climbing.
Oh no.
Like in
Maybe we should've.
Ghostbusters.
This is yes. This is the let me know when we get to the 82nd floor. I'm gonna throw up. Yeah, this is
Good thing we rested
very.
beforehand.
Yeah, right. We need to rest again when we get to the top. This is insane.
Oh, wait, that's that one. Where does this come out? This comes out there.
This isn't-
Wow.
This isn't even the right floor. I guess we keep going.
I'm having flashbacks of when I worked in the hotel industry, and like all the management team, we'd have to do like fire drills, and I would always draw the short straw to be like, "Oh, you get to go up to the top floor via stairs."
Oh
and
no.
Pretend like you're clearing the hallway and saving people and bringing them back down the stairs.
Ugh.
That's awful. I mean, it makes sense that it has to be done, but you did it once, right? That maybe once a year. Let someone else.
Yeah,
have
it
a turn?
was like an annual thing, but yeah, no, it was always me.
Okay. The spiral staircase finally ends at a 12-foot wide stone walkway that encircles the shaft. In the center of the tower's highest floor, a 15-foot diameter hole drops into the cold heart of Ravenloft itself. Cool air rushes up out of the shaft, sending a chill through you. Arrow slits line the walls, and aging beams support a steep cone-shaped roof. One beam and part of the roof have fallen away, leaving a gaping hole open to the stormy sky.
Oh, we got kind of like an arrow tower out here, I guess.
If we got a tower that leads up to just nothing but arrow slits, I'm gonna start looking around, poking around the
Arrow slits are
walls and
very
stuff.
important, Dagan.
I've never had to defend a castle, bro. I mean, I'll make that kind of money.
We did. You just don't remember.
Remind me to send the bird up the stairs first.
That is
Save everybody some trouble on this one.
Hey, we got our cardio in for the for the day.
Yeah, you got your cardio in. That's for darn sure. As you head up, as you got to the top. But yeah, this is just it's a tower for the castle. And it's just a long
That's
climb.
what it is.
You do have to be
It's a
careful,
tower.
though, that there is that 15-foot wide hole that goes straight down the center shaft of the staircase you worked your way up.
Oh, lovely.
Arabelle will kind of lean over, glance down at what she can make out of the floor, and kick a large rock into the shaft. And you can hear the clink, clink, as it bounces off the wall a couple of times, and then you never hear it hit the bottom.
Okay, that's not unsettling at all.
Dagan will kind of see that happen and kind of lean over and take a look and just drop the torch down the hole. See if it hits the bottom. If it's got a light, we should be able to see it, right?
Torches have a radius of 30 feet. So, yeah, I mean, if you count for 4.5 seconds, you can watch the torch disappear in the darkness.
Yeah, you guys, that's deep. Be careful.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
Hey, Steve, how deep is that hole?
Yeah. We're gonna throw some quarters down, like
Make a wish. We got how many copper pieces? The whole dang thing in there.
If we look out the arrow slits, what does it look out on?
You're up in the castle at this point, so you can see there's another tower across the way and a little bit below you with the flat round top with the various battlements. Crenellations. That's the word I want. Crenellations. So there's that. The two towers are connected by a walkway.
Oh.
So if you
we
go
could to
down,
the other tower.
yeah, if you go down, there's a walkway that goes out and connects an entrance down to the castle. The thing is, the tower you're in has no entrance to that walkway.
Oh, that's weird. Could we go out the hole? And then it's only one story down, right?
To get to the catwalk, to get to the walkway between the two towers or the two structures, you'd have to go down about 30 feet. So 3 stories.
Yeah, and then probably have to crawl around the whole building, right? It's not just on
Yeah.
the side of the hole.
Yeah, you didn't pass any doors on your way up.
Does it look like, from where we're at looking out, is that tower with the walkway coming off of it, does it look like that other spiral staircase we saw that went down and up?
No.
No? Okay.
No, this tower's way too big. Wait.
can do the
That's
good
the
old-
picture I couldn't find. It says a lot about the republication of Ravenloft, that I can find what I want faster with a Google image search than I can flipping through the book.
Ooh, that's rough.
Okay, so Jamboard, page 15. This is just for it's easier to show this than to describe everything.
Okay, so we're like up
Yeah.
on the top of that thing.
Yeah, you are
Okay.
here. You can see onto there. There's a little walkway, but
Yep.
you didn't see any door here to connect. So yeah, 100 feet. Well, that's the top of the thing. So yeah, about 50 feet to get to here, and then you get kind of a sense for how high up you've climbed.
Wow.
And there's
we
that
could do the
stained glass window you saw
the good
earlier.
old- yeah. And we thought that was pretty high. We could do the good old I shoot an arrow over there and then we slide down.
Climbing out the arrow slits.
Yeah.
Have you ever climbed down an arrow slit?
Yeah, I was gonna say,
No.
can we fit through it? 'Cause I'm
Oh,
pretty sure
yeah.
they're pretty skinny.
Yeah.
Well,
gonna
we would
say.
have to. We would probably have to go out the hole. I was thinking, and then slide down. But we'd have to walk across the roof. I don't know if you guys are super comfortable with that. I'm
don't
like, this
even
is
There's
this is
think we
just
fit-
crime 101. We're just
I
gonna
don't-
go to the other roof from up
I
here.
don't think we fit through the arrow slits.
Yeah.
No,
there's
Wasn't there a hole like we could climb out onto the roof and then do it from there?
oh yeah, if you go up.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
That's
wow.
what I was
Grappling hook.
thinking.
Oh yeah, please
Well, a
do.
grappling hook wouldn't help that. You need an arrow tied to the rope.
Please do this.
oh my god, this sounds terrifying.
I just want a couple of pictures for my Insta before we go and kill ourselves by falling off.
I'm just saying
I
it's
photobomb
possible.
him.
This is me before we went on the roof. Oh, here's a picture while we're on the roof. Here's a picture of me halfway down off the roof.
Here's my pancake body.
I'm going through Asteki's Insta, and for some reason he didn't put a caption on this last picture. He usually does after he posts.
Especially when it's food.
No, seriously though, what's the plan?
Back down the stairs. If it's a dead end, right?
It's
So
either
it looks
I
like
mean-
the walkway leads off the tower we're in, right?
right, but you didn't pass a door on the way up.
Right. So I think we should go down and just kind of guesstimate how far down we need to go and search the walls or look
Well,
across the tower.
Where a
maybe
door
there's-
should be.
Oh.
Yeah, can we
Yeah.
search? Yeah, to see if there's like a hidden doorway.
Yeah. We do the little tap on the wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is drywall. This is plaster.
Us through it like the Kool-Aid man.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I
We're
just
here with
picture the Kool-Aid man
friendship.
trying to burst through a stone wall and he just shatters against it.
Yeah, that's it. We do it in Family Guy style. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh yeah!
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Kool-Aid man.
Okay, so as you make your way down, I am curious as to what you intend to do. So you're just searching. So I guess give me perception checks. That seems
Everybody's
reasonable.
Search the walls.
Yeah. Okay, so 19, 14, 11, 18. Or 13, because it looks like you rolled twice. Oh, that was from a while ago. Okay, so that's the new one, 19. Here's the bad news. This tower looks like it was designed expressly to simply go up from whatever was below up to the top of a tower.
Emergency escape hatch for dragons. I don't know. This seems really.
That's
like,
definitely not
normal.
up to code.
Yeah. They have an accountant. Do they have a building inspector?
Right?
Like, where's the fire marshal? This is a fire hazard,
Yeah, safety hazard.
right? And there's no railing on these stairs. This is insane. How high did we climb?
You guys think maybe the accountant would know the architect? Like maybe like they had to work together to get the funding to get the castle built.
Maybe we'll find him chained up in another room.
drawing sketches of
Yeah,
what the
yeah.
new castle, new
That's
castle
what happens
Ravenloft.
here.
Yeah, he's now chained up, drawing sketches of like torture devices. I swear, Lord Zarovich, this one will hurt them plenty.
Raylene Death.
Oh yes.
Yeah, that's a thing. So,
Yeah, not good.
so kind of where I'm at, where you're at, it sounds like your options are to head back down and tunnel through the stuff and hope nothing gets
Or-
you in that hour where you're working.
Or ride a rope down to the other tower.
Climb out on the roof, make a couple of athletics checks, not to slide off to your death
In the rain.
in the rain and the wind. That's an option.
It's totally doable, guys.
Totally
We can
doable.
do it.
Go back and you can backtrack. I know that's not your favorite thing, but if you head back through the room with the accountant, the staircase continued up. You got off on the first floor you reached.
That's true.
And did that staircase go did it go down as well? to
Yes.
The bottom. Okay. So we got two ways we can go.
Mm-hmm. And you can also
And
continue.
Just a forewarning, Dagan will kill that accountant if we see him.
Hey, no. Thank you. Good night.
That's your call. Those seem to be like your best options from here, just having thought about what you've seen, what you haven't seen, to remind you of where you've been and where you haven't been.
Mm-hmm.
In this classic dungeon crawl phase of everything.
Leave it.
I'm even
Yeah.
willing to let you open the map so that you can then click the fast travel button. One of my favorite features in video games. I don't want to take 45 minutes. We'll go. I guess I need to know, where do you want to head?
Well,
I mean, unless you guys are up for digging, we're heading to that other staircase.
right.
Sounds good to me.
Which, yeah, I don't know if it makes sense to spend
Would
an
we
hour
have to
trying
go?
to dig through that wall.
Yeah, would we have to go past the accountant again to go into that room, or isn't the accountant? Wasn't he somewhere else?
Well, the accountant was on the second floor. And from what you have of your sense, going back down to the chapel and through those double doors will probably take you back to where that staircase was and let you circumvent him. You guys have to deal with whatever is between these two doors.
This right here.
All right. So do we want to take a chance and deal with whatever's through those doors, or go with who we know is in that room, the accountant?
Take a chance with the accountant.
I'm down for seeing what's behind the doors. So let's explore the place.
Yeah, why not?
There's
Gotta see it all, right?
unexplored
We get one
map.
ticket to Disneyland.
So
Yeah, that's it.
somebody
That
has
would
to be
yeah,
stressed.
I would have to go through there. That would drive me insane. I need to see
Yeah.
it. Why? There could be a secret door there. You don't know.
Yeah. Okay. So you reconvene down at the chapel. You take a
Yep.
moment to hydrate because that was 200 feet up and 200 feet down. And oddly enough, the coming down still hurts.
Somebody needs to put a sign up there.
Caution, next rest stop is 200 feet. Up.
I would,
No outlet.
Yeah.
No outlet, yeah.
well, if you could fly, there was one.
Well, we
Unfortunately,
are
none of us can fly.
we are not birds or bats.
Or if you finally reached wit's end with this mortal coil. I mean,
That would be a really terrible way to end this campaign. All right, let's all just jump off the highest point.
You guys had enough of this? We're still not losing it.
This is
Hey,
a
guys.
Ubisoft game, right? We have to
The
jump
roof
off of
really
it to
sounds like a good idea.
get the real
Make
map.
that strong.
you get to the hallway and agree that it's time to press on and head back into the castle. This grand hall is choked with dust and stretches into darkness ahead. Webs hang from arch ceiling like drapes, and life-size statues of knights line the hallway on both sides, their eyes seeming to watch you.
Are we gonna poke the knights with the sword? Follow our own MO here.
I mean, if you want me to, I poked the first night.
The statue remains unmoving, but its eyes are locked on yours.
That's sensual.
I've seen art like that before, you know, where the perspective and you walk by it and it looks like the thing's looking at you because it's like
Like
indented
the statue
in
of
instead
Jesus
of
that's
outside.
always watching you. Like that's
Yeah.
not ominous and creepy enough.
Yeah.
That's how
I'll
it was
look
like-
back.
I rolled to seduce the statue.
What?
I see you looking at me, baby. And I'm
Yeah,
looking
yeah.
at you.
Yeah, you can't keep your eyes off me, can you?
You're not a bard. That's not funny. You make
Doesn't
your
that
way
make it
down the
more
hallway.
funny? I rolled
Irina
stone cunning.
returns to her original agitation that she had in the chapel.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. It's okay. I'm guessing she recognizes this hallway too.
She does. In fact, a couple of times you notice that she's walking backwards through it. As you walk, she turns around and kind of walks backwards, looking back at the doors you came through, and then shakes her head and kind of takes a few quick steps to catch up to everyone. And you can see that she's still processing what she's seeing while she's here.
I'm gonna like elbow Dagan and be like, maybe you should stay with her. I mean, she's falling behind a little bit. We don't want her to get taken away.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing, but at the same time, like she looks kind of irritable and stressed, and like I'm not good in those situations with people.
Hey, I mean, but you're mostly just gonna stand there, right, and keep her from getting kidnapped?
Well, yeah, I mean that's the only thing I'm gonna do. But at the same time, like I've been in situations like this before, and it's like it really creeps people out,
Tell her one of your
I feel you.
favorite jokes.
Please
Famous
don't tell her
Dagan
any
joke.
jokes.
Go.
Oh no, don't do that.
You heard the one about the
Please.
would-be bride that got turned into a vampire? Sorry, maybe that's a bad joke. I'm sorry. No, I don't say that. I don't even have a joke to finish that, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's like, oh, what did happen?
There once was
All
a
the
woman who met a
adventurers died,
vampire.
the end.
I don't think she would find it amusing.
As creepy as the statues are, they pose no threat as you make your way back into the main central hallway at the heart of the castle. You're able to easily retrace your steps then back to that initial staircase. Although you still have this grand staircase that leads up.
Yeah, we didn't go there either, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's go up. I want 1 minute.
Where are you going?
I need it.
All right,
I
well, I'm
don't know
gonna
where
pee
he's
while
going.
he's doing that.
I want to throw up a
mean-
BRB.
I was gonna suggest taking a restroom break anyway.
So let's take one. We'll see
Ah,
everybody back here
ah,
in 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
I don't think our conversation is terribly off topic. While we're kind of hanging out and letting everyone go. Plus, to be fair, if Nebula's taking a potty break, she should take all the time she needs, because
Right.
she's got extra. You know, she's a little tight on space at the moment.
Yep, baby's punching that bladder.
Yes,
Oh yeah.
they do that. They do.
I guess the question is why, right? Why are they like, I hate this thing in particular?
Well, you talk about awkward moments. I almost dragged Jenny into the men's room at Joe Louis Arena, which is our hockey arena for the Detroit Red Wings, because we had gone to a game and she was 6 months pregnant with Kaylee. And at the end of the game, we're about the game's wrapping up and we're getting ready to head down. She's like, "Oh crap, I gotta pee." And she got in line for the women's room, and the line for the women's room was like halfway down the concourse. And I went, you know what? No guy is going to say you can't A, come in here to pee, B, cut in front of them. Because pregnant woman gets priority.
Yep.
The challenge to the
I'm
women's
going
line.
to assume that nobody fought.
Well, no, she's like, no, I can make it. And like 5 minutes later, I can make it. And 5 minutes later, I think I can make it. And then she went in. So it was a little touch and go. I was a little nervous for her, but she got through it. She
And
also,
this is why men don't get pregnant, because we would be like, "Listen, I'm pregnant. Get the fuck out of my way."
the problem is other men would be like, "F that," and then it would get messy.
A pregnant man battle outside the restroom at Joe Louis Arena.
Yeah,
We were just talking
That's,
about.
that would be the most common headline. Like, I swear.
pregnant men duke it out for bathroom space.
Pregnant men duke it out in front of a 7-Eleven. Like, it would just every day it'd be a different thing.
And not
There'd
just
be no flights because everything's grounded because all these pregnant men are fighting on airlines.
Oh my god, what?
things you walked in on.
Yeah.
Although, to talk about troopers, we did a baby moon while she was 6 months pregnant with Xander, and we did a full day of Disney Magic Kingdom, full day
Oh
of
my
Disney
God.
Epcot Center, half day of Animal Kingdom. Then we went and did 3 days of Dragon Con in Atlanta.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
wow.
And while we were at Dragon Con, she had 4 different costumes that she changed between over the course of the weekend,
Oh.
plus just general con stuff.
Right
Oh,
here,
that's
jingling, I'm
impressive.
concerned.
My feet just like hurt just like hearing that. That's crazy.
Yeah, well, we had very supportive friends, and she was just really excited because like one of them was the Padme maternity dress from episode 3. So she was just really kind of excited to make that because it fit. It was like she didn't have to do the fake belly with it. She spent half the weekend with people going, "How did you get your belly to look so real?"
It is.
It is real.
And things like, "Well, you can talk to him about how it got so accurate."
Aha.
If you need details, talk to Landon.
Okay. So the question now, as you come out into this hallway, you said you want to go up the stairs, or are you going over the staircase and proceeding from there?
I want to go up the cool staircase.
Up the cool staircase. All right. No problem. Through the torchlight, you ascend those stairs, pop over the slide to jam 16, because... no, that's not the right map. I love this castle for a dungeon crawl. I hate navigating the maps.
Should just make it in Doom as a wad, and then we can just walk through it.
I'm not
instead.
gonna lie. It would make a lot of sense. Well, I can download them for Tailspire.
Hmm.
The problem there is I just don't know if that's what I want to be trying to do on my system, because as much as I would like to, I don't think my computer can actually run Tailspire and a game at the same time, and like all the stream stuff. I think my system would die if I tried to do that. So you ascend the stairs onto this landing and observe Massive stairs rise to a landing 20 feet wide by 40 feet long. Stone arches support a ceiling covered with frescoes 20 feet overhead. The frescoes depict armored knights on horseback, their finer features faded beyond recognition. Dust floats in the air here. At the end of the south wall, a staircase rises into the darkness. At each end of the south wall, there we go. Between the staircases are twin alcoves, each one holding a standing suit of armor covered with dark stains. Each suit of armor clutches a mace, the business end of which is shaped like a dragon's head. Words engraved on the arches above the suits of armor have been scratched out.
That's kind of cool. Dragon's head. We're looking for a dragon's
These
head,
look
right?
like Argynvost Holt people.
The heads are no, neither one does. They actually look more, having seen some of the workmanship at Argynvost, and from what you're aware of with dragons, these look more like an artist depiction of dragons than dragons.
Okay.
So what
Like
we
a
try to
frog
follow
door?
dragons.
Any what?
Big muscly arm.
The bird eater.
That's what you find. The stairs, from what you can recognize, go up into the king's audience, into the audience chamber,
Gotcha.
where you were before.
Bill?
That's as good an opportunity as any. I think we put this this accountant down, right, guys? I mean,
Well, let's knock him around a little bit, see if he knows anything about any holy symbols of Ravenkind.
not a bad idea. Dagan tips his hat and just goes right for the room.
Oh, jeez.
And Frederick follows quickly after, so that hopefully nobody has to die.
I'm not the one to you want around if you want people not to die.
That's legit.
Let's just put that out there.
That's legit.
A good point.
Point.
Okay. Let's see here. So, yeah, you're going to head back to here, right?
Yeah.
Just shoom, bam.
So is this the organ right here?
Back a slide. No, that's the chair.
Yeah, that's like the throne.
The throne, right?
Yeah, this is the
Okay.
audience room with the big stained glass window.
Got you. So the organ was down on 15, yeah.
Yeah, the organ was down in the dining room.
Okay.
And this is where that armor was that Asteki decided to claim. Yeah, because you went out here, you went up the stairs, and then we pop over here to 16. And then you came in here and hung out with the accountant for a bit. You come back in, and the accountant is still tirelessly working away at his papers as Dagon bursts through the room upon him.
I just go right up to him and I punch him in the face.
Keep him away from that rope.
Yeah, don't let him touch that rope.
jeez. The violence.
Okay.
But to be honest, doesn't everybody just want to punch an accountant in the face?
I know a lot of very nice accountants.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever personally met a crazy accountant. It's just like a stereotype, right?
Well, he straight up said he doesn't want to work for anybody else other than Strahd, so he's the enemy.
I mean, you kind of did. You're right. You're 100% right there. What you're saying is you want him to retire.
Or retire him.
Okay. So you punch him in the face. He recoils, and it looks like he's trying to look past you to figure out how to grab onto that bell.
Yeah, no, I'll use my bonus action to do the brawler grapple move,
Okay.
and I'll just start yelling at him. Where the
The
hell is
bell.
Strahd?
While this is happening, the bell, right? Is it just like a bell hanging on a rope or what is it?
The rope just goes up through a hole in the ceiling. It must be attached to some kind of a gong or a large bell.
Okay.
Roll me just for giggles your strength, your grapple attack. I think it's what? His strength versus your strength? Fair.
Is it athletics for me, or would it be like just a?
I think it's
straight up
athletics for
strength
you.
attack? Okay.
He is not proficient in anything. I just roll his strength. Okay. Yeah, you've got him wrapped up pretty good. Now that you got him wrapped up, what do you intend to do with him again?
Well, my first question is just I punch him in the face, grab him, and like put him in a headlock, and I say, "Where's Strahd?"
I don't know where the master is.
I punch him again.
Okay. I don't. It's his castle. He could be anywhere.
Where would he keep something? Keep something he needs to keep from him.
Roll me that intimidation, please. Which ironically is based off charisma. I
took that skill.
Okay.
He's pretty scary. I'm a little scared. I feel like
Yeah.
maybe the flail of intimidation is also a little scared. I'm sorry, fear.
Flail of fear or terror.
Flail Theory, if he could talk and be like, damn, dude.
I'm impressed. Damn, dude.
I high
I
five
should
the
take some
flail.
lessons from you.
I was there for 1,000 years, and this party's real hardcore.
Dude, I love it. You guys
Hardcore,
are
man.
great. I'm hanging out with you guys forever.
That's hardcore,
Or until
man.
Strahd kills you. Leave my backpack alone, sir.
He will. Something
Guard.
that valuable. He'd probably keep down with his brides, down in the crypts.
Brides?
Brides?
Yes, down in the crypts.
How does one get to the crypts?
The stairs.
Which stairs? There's lots of stairs in this castle.
It's hard.
Clearly.
It's hard to give directions like this.
Slap, slap. Or are you just doing that?
Oh no, there was like a fly or something.
I was like, wow, he's just laying into him.
Pop, 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 pop.
Just so...
You know you're supposed to stop hitting him while we ask questions, right? What?
Right. Well, we need. I guess we don't need directions, but we kind of do.
Wait, no, hold on. Let me ask the question. Is it the staircase where the rubble fell and you have to dig your way through to get to the crypts?
You can, but there are other ways down besides that.
I kind of want to say if he could draw us a map to get there, but I don't want him to
I
have
would
his
not
hands
like his
free.
hands to be free.
Yeah, because then he's gonna go for the stupid thing, the rope.
We can. Are we abducting him?
Snap the account.
Dang it, you gonna make him show us the way? Are we taking hostages now?
Oh yeah,
How
yeah,
good
because
is
that's
accounting for a
I'm not above it.
hostage.
that's exactly what a good aligned party would do.
I was just gonna say for him to draw us a map, but I'm just scared if what he's gonna
Of
do if we let his
betrayal.
hands free. Can we just let one hand free where he just has enough to like be able to draw but not really move it much?
You have,
Really?
Like a forced telepathy spell, and you can just steal his thoughts.
Really? That's what you're doing? That's your big plan?
I don't know. I'm just throwing ideas out there because I don't know. I'm scared
I'm
of him
gonna-
pulling that rope.
Can I
I'm
use
gonna,
a
like,
regular
make him flinch
arrow?
with my fist, and I'll be like, "What's down?" And I'll point at the stairs.
Can I use an arrow to pin the end of the bell to the ceiling?
Yeah, sure. Roll me sleight of hand, which is the default disarm traps skill. Hey Rob, welcome aboard.
I did not do well.
Nope.
Oh no.
You think it's pinned? It might be. Down. That leads down into the servants' quarters, and then beneath that are the catacombs. If I could breathe, I can draw you directions.
I'll look to the rest of the party and I'll say, hey, he says it leads to the catacombs. I mean, it's where the brides are. It's where he keep his stuff, he says, right? I mean, this guy doesn't need to be awake for much longer, does he?
I think it's nap time.
All right, I'll just get real close to his face and I'll say, shh. And
Jam a pie in his mouth.
I'll strangle him until he's passed out.
Oh, jam a pie into his mouth.
Wow.
Oh, yes, I will totally jam a pie in his
Oh,
mouth.
my.
Why not?
Weaponized pie.
Weaponized pie.
Yes.
Here we are.
We have
We knew
achieved
it was gonna happen.
weaponized pie.
Yeah.
We
I'll
used it
still
on
do
an
the,
important mini boss, the accountant.
I'll still do the shh. Listen, this way
Jam
help
pie.
to us. You deserve a treat. I just so happen to have that for you, my good man.
The funny part
Take
is
a bite, and I just shove it in his mouth.
he slips into this daze. And you simply know that you need to go down.
All right. Well, we don't know which set of stairs, but you know.
How many staircases could there be here?
What do you mean? How many staircases have we encountered? Like.
5, 6
Yeah.
already. We haven't even
We
explored the whole
still,
place yet.
we still have a torch on us, right?
Mm-hmm.
I will light the rope that leads into the ceiling on fire.
Okay.
Good idea.
Apparently, I didn't pin it up there well enough. You can just go. I thought I had it pretty high, but I'm also very short. Okay. I figured no one could reach it, but then Dagon's just like,
Torch.
I think we're at the point where we could just start randomly setting stuff on fire. We've been here long enough. I'm comfortable with this.
Not my fault this time, okay? I did not set
he
it
didn't.
on
Yeah,
fire.
she didn't set
Don't
the
blame me.
fire. So
It's not my fire. Okay, so I take it you're going over to the staircase and starting down?
Yeah, we're going down all the staircases.
There's only 100 staircases in the castle, you know.
Play
It's okay.
sigh.
We'll find it.
Okay.
do we have to dig, or is there another staircase?
Oh, no. There's no digging. DM's just slightly sad. There's good stuff upstairs, but that's okay. We'll see if you ever get to it.
Next.
Yeah, you might get to it eventually. Who knows? As you work your way
Maybe
down the
there's
stairs.
a dumbwaiter.
There's a dumbwaiter?
Well, maybe there's a dumbwaiter.
Ah,
It can just
maybe.
take us all the way upstairs.
All right, so you continue
Hey, you shouldn't
down.
insult staff like that.
A
You
smart waiter. I'm sorry.
You
My
can
bad.
tell a lot about a man by how he treats the help. You continue down the staircase and come to a landing. There's a short hallway about 10 feet and a door at the end of it, set in the stone foundation of the castle. Or you can continue to go further down.
Well, we're going. Aren't we going all the way down? Is
I
that
want my
the-
toy back.
Yeah, but we don't know exactly where your toy is.
It's down.
You guys said down, so
down?
He said catacombs.
And I believe him, yo.
I'll open the door and just peek in and see if it looks like creepy catacombs.
Okay. Who else
Does
is?
this room look like a creepy catacomb?
Okay. So everyone's following Dagon over to check out the door, or is Dagon walking by himself?
I'll go with them.
Okay, that works for me. You step over to look through the door. Frederick next to you. Let me make sure I do this right. There it is. There it is. There it is. Ah, there it is. Okay, there should be a avoidance thingy. Okay.
Wait, it's thingy.
New problem. So here's what happens. Why is it all the interesting dramatic stuff has to happen at like 10 o'clock at night? It can never happen early in the evening. It's always right towards the end of the session. So I'm on slide 17. I just want to be sure that we're all clear on who's where when this happens. Dump, dump. Door. Shump. Shump. Bam. And let's see. This is the up. So you were coming down this stair when we got there. Fump. Cool. So this is up and this is up. So Dagon's at the door. Frederick steps up to the door. Asteki, Samara, Irina, Arabelle. Sound good?
Works for me.
Sweet.
Yep.
As Dagon and Frederick approach the door, an iron wall rapidly begins to fall between Asteki, Samara, and your two compatriots. Asteki, what you doing?
I think it's a good idea to grab them and bring them in with us.
Okay, give me a dex save. And who do you grab?
I will grab who's in front of me, Irina.
Okay.
And I'm doing dex.
Mm-hmm.
So I get 11 plus 2, 13.
I could try to grab Arabelle.
Okay. That works for me. Roll that dex save.
What is that holy symbol you have that you're holding do? Was there something about saves?
Protection from good and evil.
Oh, that's
Or
not
does that
saves.
add on saves too? I don't remember.
This is not a demon. This is an iron wall dropping at lightning speed.
I don't think I
So
added that to
speed
my
is
inventory.
Demonic.
Yeah. Well, this is about to get real interesting.
Yeah, because I clearly did not.
You did not
grab
succeed. But based on how bad you failed, I'll give you a choice. Which side of the wall do you want to be on? Because you're like going to get, you start to grab it and it's coming down on you. You either roll towards Asteki or you roll away from Asteki. Or you stay right in the middle and let it crush you in half.
I'm
You
done
know,
with this.
Definitely not that one.
In a quick time event, it's just if you don't push the buttons, that's what happens.
Yes.
I don't want to
Quick.
leave.
Stick left, stick right.
Arabelle.
Stick left, stick
I
right.
don't want to leave Arabelle, but I don't want to like. I'll stay with Arabelle because I don't want to leave her by herself.
Okay. She clicked left stick. As happens. Dagon and Frederick, at this point, you will notice the wall has dropped, separating off Asteki and Irina from Samara and Arabelle. What do you do in this exact moment?
Is it like a solid wall?
It's a series of like bars.
Okay, so like an iron gate or something like that.
Yeah.
I think Dagon's first reaction would be to just run over there and just try to lift it, try to bend the bars.
Okay. What's Frederick doing? Okay, he's standing there. Got it.
Yeah, I'm like, what do I even do?
Okay.
I try to
No
shoot the bars in the leg.
problem. As Dagon rushes over to the bars, another iron wall drops between Frederick and Dagon. Would anyone like to do
Oh,
anything in that
goodness.
instant it starts to come down?
I'm gonna try to get on the other side of that bar.
Oh, crowd in with everybody?
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
want to
lovely.
be over here.
Okay.
Wait,
Oh,
but
wait,
there's
no.
no exit
There's
from
no
where we
exit.
are. We need to get out from where we are to your side, right?
Okay, I guess I'll try to. I don't know.
Okay,
I
so
don't
you
want to be
stand
by
there.
myself.
No problem. As you stand
I'm
there,
gonna try to grab Dagon.
you
You're running to go hit the thing, and I'm gonna try to be like, no, you stay here with me.
So what's happening?
As the bars are coming down, I get a chance to do a thing, right? So I'm gonna just try to grab Dagon and pull him onto my side.
Okay,
So I don't want to be by myself.
make a dex save.
No.
Nope. And again, you have the option of tumbling in with them.
No, we probably need someone over here.
Okay.
Oh goodness.
I think it's interesting. Well, you watch as another set of iron bars starts to fall here. Ooh, Razor, good. Coming through with a +2 on the roll. I'm going to throw that back at you because that +2 is not going to be enough to change this outcome. And I'm too nice to take that +2 for something that's not going to change the outcome. I appreciate your effort, though. You watch as a set of iron bars comes down here and starts to encase that cell. Would anyone like to do anything with that opening space, or just let those bars drop?
We gotta look around for a switch or something.
Well, that's what. So Dagon's instinct would be like, okay, it's boxing us in. So would I be able to like grab Irina and Azteki and try to like jump into that little side chamber?
You can try.
I'm gonna try.
Okay, Van Gilt, to get ready with that +2 just in case. I'll let you know if this is enough. Oh, I should put this up put the sketch up. I keep forgetting to do that. I get out of the way so people can see the artwork and the character portraits, but did you roll it?
Yeah, if Dagon's gonna make a break for that empty room, I'll follow him, then stay here.
Am I rolling a deck save?
Yep.
Oh,
A
no.
deck save to try to get through that.
Oh, nice.
You absolutely succeed.
Clutch.
Azteki's going to try to get through as well.
Yeah.
Roll dex.
You're just gonna leave Irina in there?
I thought he grabbed Arena.
Oh.
No, he rolled through. When he reached back to grab her, he
Oh.
wasn't able to get hold of her.
All right. Well, I'm in here with her now.
And then all of you watch as Azteki and Irina begin to be lifted straight up as the floor rises, like as though they're inside some kind of an elevator.
Is the
No,
ceiling
no.
rising above me, or do I just see the ceiling? Like, am I just getting pancaked into the ceiling right now?
No, you're fine.
Oh, okay.
You're absolutely stinking fine. As you watch as like everything starts to drop down away from you, and you hear the grinding of gears, and you look out the bars to your side, not the side with the two this way, but the one right here, as you see the counterweight that's lifting you coming down.
To like crush other people.
Right off that side of the shaft.
So
Oh, right,
it's
right
over.
where I am.
Oh, it's over where Dagon is, yeah.
So do I see any gears above me? Something I could like
Roll
jam up?
me perception.
Okay.
No, there aren't. This is meant to be a nice ceiling space. As you start to go up, and as you rise and lose sight of everyone, you immediately start to be overwhelmed with a gas filtering through holes in the ceiling. I will also need a Constitution save. Although here's the good news. I don't expect you to fail.
So that's
Effing
19.
paladins.
Them paladins, man.
Irina also seems to be shaking it off. And in that moment, meanwhile below, Frederick, Samara, and Arabelle watch as the block drops and Dagon looks out and then disappears underneath the massive granite. And almost as quickly as the walls dropped, they rise again, leaving an open hallway. Minus Azteki, minus Irina, minus Arabelle.
Great. Where did
Wait,
Arabelle go?
minus Arabelle? Or
Oh, no,
minus-
sorry. Asteki and Irina. Arabelle's still there.
I was like, wait a minute.
My bad. My
So
bad. My
where's
bad.
Where's
Dagon? Is
Dagon?
Dagon a pancake now?
Well, for a while. That's a wall.
I'm gonna pound on the wall and cry out for Dagon.
Yeah,
Make sure he's.
Dagon.
Are you okay? Are you in there?
I was gonna do the same. I was gonna like,
I'm gonna talk to Adam later about Dagon.
oh Lord.
Oh no.
That's great. I'm getting held after class, guys. I did something wrong.
The elevator continues. I love this trap. I hate what it does as a dungeon master. And I was like, yep. I hear you, man. I hear you.
Yeah. I'm curious to see how you play this one out.
I have my plans. What is this? What is this? What's this? Oh, Sissy, thank you for hosting us. We appreciate that. It's good to have you hanging out. You're just towards the end. We got about 25. We're at 10:20. We've been going for about 2.5 hours. We got about 15 more minutes of the game, and you arrived just in time. Let me recap what's happened, because this is too fun. The party walked down this neat little hallway. Walls fell here and fell here, trapping several of the party here. As they went, oh no. One of them went over here. One of them went over here. One went over here. And two just stood there going, oh, crap. Those two have disappeared up into the castle. This one has disappeared under a block of 10 by 10 by 10 granite. And these three are standing in the hallway going, oh, geez, now what? Speaking of now what? Asteki, you and Irina are riding an elevator. Eventually, it comes to a stop. When it reaches the top, you're able to notice that there is a section of the ceiling that you can open if you so choose.
Well, is there any other options?
You can
Like staying in here?
You could stay in here and wait it out to see what happens, or you can climb up into the room above you.
I'm down for climbing. Give Irina a boost and hop up there.
Oh, you're sending her first. Got it.
Brilliant idea.
Well, I wasn't gonna. Well, that's a good point.
You
You can always
could
reach
pull her
down
up,
and
yeah.
pull her.
Yeah. I'll get up there first, and I'll check to make sure the coast is clear, and then I'll pull her up. That seems to make more sense.
You boost Irina. Dagon's rolling in his flattened grave.
I wish there was something I could do. You can't cut the counterweight. That wasn't gonna help. I like, jam the gears. Do you see any gears? There's no gears. All right. Well, then bye, Dagon. It's like in that one movie. Did you try to jam it with a bar or something? Like,
One thing's for sure, we're all going to be a lot thinner.
Did anybody watch Lost? Dagon, really quick, with the ashes from his torch, writes, "Not Penny's boat."
Oh,
So you climb out onto a landing, 10 feet by 20. A cold draft of wind rushes down the spiral staircase at the north end of the east hall and whistles mournfully through the room before streaming down the stairs to the south. An ornate square rug covers the floor to the south. Set into the west wall is an iron-bound wooden door with a wooden trapdoor set into the floor in front of it. That's the trapdoor you climbed out of, by the way. Hanging on the north wall above the trapdoor is a framed portrait of a handsome, well-dressed man with a serene yet penetrating gaze.
I hate Strahd.
He looks really good in this picture.
can you post a picture?
Sure. It's a really good picture.
Is this his cover photo?
This is definitely going on Tinder for him.
All right. Honestly, if Strahd had Tinder, a lot of this could be avoided. It's the reality of it all.
Why did it not? Oh, I keep. God bless America. Open image in new tab. Now we copy image. I keep forgetting I can't copy and paste from D&D Beyond. There we go.
Strahd just says, look at the mess's history. It's clearly consent.
I mean, that's a dang good picture. So, kind of recap of the space you're in. What is Asteki going to be doing in this moment?
Oh, there's no fireplace, right?
No. Yeah, it's just it's a room. The stair goes down, and the stair goes up.
Oh man, we were heading towards the crypts, and that was going down, and now we're going up.
And there's a door, and there's you, and the portrait.
I think it makes sense to try to go back down and meet up with everybody, but I don't think that's gonna work out well. But
Okay.
I don't see how going up is the better idea.
That's perfectly fair. Meanwhile,
The worst of two options.
cutscene. What's everyone down in the hallway doing?
I'm still
I'm keep pounding on
excuse
that
me.
wall.
Samara, yeah, is still gonna be like
yeah.
freaking out about like Dagon and trying to see, you know, if there's any way that we can, I don't know, remove or lift the counterweight.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't just be like, oh, I'm suddenly fine with this.
Okay, so what's your plan for lifting a 10 by 10, 100, 1,000 cubic feet of granite?
No idea.
I'll shoot it.
Okay,
In the leg.
that works.
Get this out of my way.
Density of granite. I'm just curious. Let's see. Granite is a density of 172 pounds per cubic foot. So this would be somewhere possibly upwards of 32 tons.
I need to break the whole thing.
I have no idea.
Blam, 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 blam. You beat on the stone for a while, and after about 10 minutes or so, you hear this loud clack, and the granite starts to rise. The hallway is empty.
It's like straight up empty.
Nope, that's not. I got a better answer to that. The hallway is not strictly empty. The remains of Dagon make up the floor.
Oh no.
Except
That is
as the granite goes up, what really should be truly flat, you watch as dark blue energies begin to infect the shape until it begins to reform. Dagon picks himself up slowly and resets his bowler. His eyes are pitch black.
Oh no.
I mean, like, legitimately, it'd be like he just gets back up and I'm just like, oh my god, thank God. You thank the Raven. This is wonderful. This is the best thing ever. And I will just go hug him. Like, I thought you were dead. Don't ever do that to me again.
Arabelle makes a sign in front of herself and takes a step back. This is not natural. This is dark magic. She looks up at Esmer. Did he swear an oath? Is there some pledge which is holding him here?
I mean, he kind of did say that
What?
he was gonna
What?
protect Irina at all costs. You know, to the dragon. What are they called? Oh. Dragon people.
The Dragonborn, yes.
Yes.
The Knights of Agrenvost
Yes.
He swore an oath?
I
What?
feel like you would have been there, but then I realized that was like a couple days before we met you.
Yes.
Yeah, she wasn't there yet.
What did he swear? What?
That he would protect her beyond the grave.
Yes.
It was even after death or some shenanigans.
Dagon realizes there's no sign of Irina. This seems very problematic.
I'm
Yeah.
just gonna kind of look at Dagon and be like, is that you? Are you
Dagon has to find her
okay?
right now.
Do I see the elevator coming back down?
No, you don't.
I know the stairs up don't lead to where that would go.
You sense she is above you.
Do I remember like everything that's happened in my life?
Yeah, right up to the part where you died. And a bright and you realize that your memories are intact, but something is off. It's not about wine. It's not about Sophie's girls. It's not about reveling in carnage or reveling in carnality. It is protecting Irina. That is your only cause for existence. And she's above you.
I'll just kind of look at them, look over them, and I'll say, well, we got to find it. And I'll go through that door.
That is not going above you.
But the way we came from didn't lead up to anything we would know of, right?
It might. You didn't go all the way up that staircase.
Well, in that case, we got to find her, and I just start walking up the stairs.
As he passes, Samar will notice that his left arm is not fully intact. Most of it is made up of a light blue glow to connect what's left of his arm to his body.
Oh my.
And he's leaving behind a very large puddle of blood.
No problem.
And he walks past you without a second thought and up the stairs. What do you three do?
I just gonna look over at Frederick and in like complete shock and awe and be like, what just happened?
I think he's fulfilling his oath, and then I'm just gonna follow.
Arabelle nods. That tracks.
Can't do anything else to help him other than help him fulfill his oath, right? Those other guys were pretty depressed and sad and just happy to just rot there forever. I don't want that for him.
Yeah, you're right.
He pledged an oath to protect Irina, and he's on his way. Speaking of Irina. Hey, RJ. What's your plan?
Okay. So I'm in a room. I just got out of a trapdoor.
Mhm.
I'm running down the stairs now.
Okay. You turn and head towards the stairs. As you
Yeah.
do, that rug immediately leaps up and attempts to engulf you.
Ah,
When
magic
we
rug.
next week, we're going to start by you rolling for initiative.
I'm gonna
Evil
fight a
rug.
rug.
Everyone has to fight one sooner or later.
As
To a rug.
as the rug rises up, the camera goes past Asteki's shock, past Irina drawing her sword, and focuses entirely on that portrait of Strahd. In the portrait, his smile begins to widen into a cackling grin. Both of his eyes begin to glow red. And it fades to black on this week's episode.
Terrifying.
It's Vigo.
I got goosebumps, like legit goosebumps.
Well, now I can say I killed the character.
Congratulations. I'm so happy for you.
No.
Do you have 10 minutes to hang around after I wrap up to talk about that little change, or are we doing that later this week?
No, I got 10 minutes.
Sweet. As we wind down, Knebula, what have you got coming up this week for interesting stuff that you want to talk about?
I don't
Let
know.
the shock fade first.
Yeah. A big twist at the end, man.
Yeah, I'm like, I still can't believe what just
You
happened.
got a lot to process, man. I'm like vulnerable right now.
You okay? Does anybody? Do I need to get out the dolls? You can tell me where you got hurt.
Oh, man.
Yeah, the little smiley faces, point to which one, you're feeling right now.
How do you feel today?
How would you
Yeah.
describe your pain, 1 through 10?
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
you've been
man.
doing some Tribes of Midgard. You want to play that on stream with me? We could do that.
Oh, well, yeah, we did try that game this weekend, Tribes of Midgard. That was fun.
I am unfamiliar with this game.
It is like one of those roguelike, like action RPG. So you start out, you got nothing, and you have to like collect wood, make armor, make weapons, kill stuff, build your town.
Oh.
And
Oh.
the whole time, like the area is trying to kill you, and like winter is coming to freeze the place
As it-
over. So
as
you
it
have to
does.
like escape.
Well, yeah, like every night your base gets attacked. Well, almost every night your base gets attacked by minions or creatures, and then there's also like this big world boss type thing that spawns, like called a Jotun, and you have to like kill it before it reaches your town.
That looks slick. Are you guys playing on PC or PlayStation?
PC.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see if my system can handle that. Because I need another game right now.
Yeah, and you can have up to
Right.
you can have up to 10 players, I think, in your
Oh.
group.
Nice.
I was about to say there's a lot going on there for just a couple people. It's like
No,
ooh.
yeah, you can have a lot of people.
Yeah, we
That's
haven't done a
cool.
pub match yet because it's complicated. There's recipes you need to know, and it's like time based. You gotta go.
Oh yeah, there's lots of
And
things.
so if you're trying to look stuff up, I imagine somebody's going to be yelling at you that you should be like collecting pelts or something. So
Why aren't
we've
you
just been
collecting?
doing the two of us, and
Yeah.
it scales, so that's cool.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
lot to the game to learn, but it's fun.
Sounds a little stressful.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. It's like I gotta pee, but I gotta get my sword upgraded. Night's coming.
Oh gosh.
I hear you. That does sound like fun. Spinny, are you doing anything streamy wise this week that we should look for?
Don't know. Probably not.
Okay, that's fair. I know you've been trying to get back into VR streaming. I wasn't sure if you were ready for that yet or not.
Dude. I have to try it before I just put it online because sometimes it's finicky.
Okay. All right. I want to keep as we head out. I do want to keep us all heading to some kind of D&D-ish content. I'm looking to see who I follow it's on. Actually, one of my friends and former students still has her game going tonight. She's only about 2 hours in, so I think she has another hour left. So as soon as I'm done with our end of stream wrap up, I'm going to, Dave, I should have warned you. I appreciate the popping in and saying hi in your traditional way. And I gotta tell you, man, I so appreciate the support. I'm gonna miss hanging out with you when school starts again because I've been liking our midday chill sessions. They've been a hoot in 3/4, but we're actually wrapping up. I will not be on tomorrow. As much as I want to do as much midday streaming as I can do before school starts, we are replacing my water heater tomorrow, hopefully.
Ah.
So if I'm streaming tomorrow, it means we couldn't replace the water heater, which means we have to do that on Tuesday. But I'm going to get on as many times this week as I can. Wednesday night, we are continuing Valley of Plenty, which this group knows already. So they can come by, lurk, and laugh at all the things this other group is going through. The slight twist is they've already discovered the food. They explored a farmhouse first, and they've discovered
Right.
the replenishing food supply already. They haven't discovered any people yet. So they're looking
Oh, they never
forward
ran
to that.
into people yet?
No, they haven't run into people yet, but they found the replicating food. So they're trying to
Okay.
make sense of that, which is really fun because the party has a paladin of the god of hospitality.
He just thinks that's great.
And I'm waiting to see how he processes all of that. And that's Wednesday night. And then Friday, I've got my big, as I mentioned at the top of the stream, my affiliaversary. So 1 year of making affiliate, give or take a few days, coupled with the Kickstarter that I'm going to be launching, as I mentioned midway through our stream. The Kickstarter goes live at noon on Friday, and that's going to help put some capital into things so we can really jazz up the next Wednesday night D&D game. And I think based on the interest, I think the Sunday night game is not going away even after this campaign is over. We're just going to keep it going. Still around while teaching, alone in class sections. I'm a little jealous. But that's the way things work when you teach at those levels. And so that's my upcoming week, because a week from tomorrow, I have to get up and commute to work again because my summer's over and I have to go back to teaching in my 25th year of public school education. That's right, folks. A quarter century, I have been torturing students with math and or physics, which has been a lot of the fun. And like for 2 years, I did computer programming, which was really neat because it wasn't, I don't think Jeremy was in my class, but two people that have been friends with him for forever that were my students were in that group, and they had to write a D&D simulator. Was one of their extra credit assignments. They set up a program that would simulate 1,000 rounds of combat in order to help figure out the best combinations of weapons and armor class. Because it's what you use computers for, simulations. So that's my week coming up. So thank you everyone who came by, and thank you for all the support. And thank you. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh, 2,500 bits. I see you. I see what you're doing. You don't need to do that. But I appreciate it. I really do. I don't even know how best to explain my gratitude for that. And thank you for it. And I think you made it into the credits that should be popping up here. There, they were supposed to fire automatically. I forgot to push it. But thank you for coming by. We're going to be together Wednesday night for Valley of Plenty. And then we're all back to see what exactly happened to Dagon. So say hi to LB for me. Have a great time hanging out with her and her players. And stay safe wherever you are. We all want to get together at Gen Con 2022. And that should be clear.